Alright, I think that's a good point to start the stream off at. Let me quickly switch that about now. Lower the volume of that as well. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing something different that isn't Star Rail, because Star Rail closed beta a bit ago. So we are now going to be doing something that I've been meaning to do for quite some time now, which is... well... play a specific chapter of Honkai. Now, I couldn't get the, specific thing to work for, recording just Honkai, so we'll be doing the old setup where we just record the entire screen. Unless I can get it to work, but I don't think I can, so here goes nothing. Right, here we go. Can you hear the game okay? We're gonna change some settings real quick, so this is gonna be lower. This is gonna be even lower. Actually, this is gonna be at like a 30, and this is gonna be about 70, and then the overall CG volume should be at like 80, let's put it. Let you rate the build? No. You don't want to see the build because I don't build my characters. Also, I couldn't get a single stigmata for Harsher Finality, but I managed to get 4 of her weapon, which I don't know if that's impressive or if that's just sad. Probably a bit of both, to be honest. Yeah, let's see. I haven't done much as of recent. How close am I to maxing this out? Close enough. Frickin' people being higher ranked than me, imagine. SMH, bro. But, you know, I am poor as shit right now. By the way, you are not allowed to criticize my Honkai builds because I don't play this game with the intent of whaling, even though I have spent money on it, and I've only ever spent money on it for characters that I genuinely really wanted, and I couldn't even feel like I couldn't full gear them even with the money. That's how bad my luck in this game is. I can get the characters, but I can never full gear them because I always just get like duplicates of the weapon instead. You see the BP? Yeah, no. I bought the BP because Harsher Sentience had a weapon on here. Or had their stigmas on here. I got this stigma. And the worst part is, they're still not even full geared. Because I didn't get it. Like, fucking hell. I haven't even leveled up the domain of sanction or sentience yet. The only person I've ever full geared is Harsher of Origin, because professional right and sim. There's also Margrave Fuhua, because get this, this is gonna be really funny. This is gonna be goofy, haha, funny moment. Where are they? Where are they? I don't have Azure Empyrean. Don't have that. Rolled for you, didn't get you. 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 Most of these banners were stringed kind of close together, so I just couldn't even get half of them. Mobius was the only time I had some leeway. And then I have my... You want to know how you could tell I'm poor? I run Lance of Longinus on Plantis Equinox. I don't even have... I don't have the Lances to allocate more. And then I couldn't get the MPs because I ended up getting 2 Nocturnal Stealth Beams instead. So I just have to run Rasputin. Alright, now that we're done criticizing my absolutely terrible Honkai builds, I'm not gonna let you see these, by the way, because I interchange their builds almost all the time when I'm using them. We're gonna actually do the main story like we intended. They play Kevin's theme in the background of this. You can't really hear it well, but they have Kevin's theme here. I haven't even gotten these yet. Jesus. Rasputin? What about Rasputin? Pardon? Sorry? But yeah, no, we'll be doing 35 part 1, because all of these other parts are, oh, that's where Da Capo plays, okay. Well, I already know what happens in that. Rasputin? That's the way most of my friends say it. That's how I say it as well. What, you want to say Rasputin? That isn't an uncommon way of saying it. Okay. Play the song right now? Rah rah Rasputin. It says Rasputin, Rasputin. Yeah, no, I really just fucking vary between the song. Fun fact. I know more of the lyrics to Tartaglia than I do Rah Rah Rasputin. Alright, here we go. Look at Kevin sitting like an absolute Chad. Let's go. Oh, why are we using Raven? Why are we? No. Everything started here, and it would all end here. Even if the 7 billion people on Earth had not been placed in the same dream at this moment, they'd still look up at the moon together. Since the birth of civilization, the tranquility of this celestial body had projected a noble, extraordinary image into the hearts of the people. But in all fairness, it was a form of aloof beauty created by just the right distance. Now, the throne forged by the sacrifice of the ages sat in the dark sky above this wasteland. Only, it no longer ruled over everything. It was just a manifestation of the usurper's divinity.
わかった。
The man's tone remained the same after hearing everything. It was most unusual. Upon noticing this, the AI started to scan to determine if it missed something earlier. Otherwise, why would the man remain so indifferent after hearing about the Bubble Universe's history and Dr. May's dying wish? The man was free of his ignorance, but his reaction made no sense.
他に言うことはありませんか?
ああ。成婚計画の未来は君にとっては害しかない。
じゃあ、あなたは?
こういう世界を離れるんだ。そうすれば、君にはまだ未来がある。
The man could only repeat the same old platitudes in his usual tone. The promises of the past held so many memories that he didn't know where to start. But even so, he did not wish to be too insincere to the friend of his whom he'd killed with his own hands.
とにかく、教えてくれてありがとう。
理解できません。メイ博士曰く、あなたは孤独な男の子でした。ですが、私よりあなたの方が人類という定義から離れていると思います。
僕にとって何かの定説を受け入れることはそう難しくない。未来の律者には人類の将来を背負う能力があるとメイが言うのなら、僕も全力を尽くして彼女たちのために半日よりずっと多い時間を残そう。
ですが、あなたがしていることは高みの見物でしかありません。知っているのに馴染みがない世界で届くことすら難しい存在との長く絶望的な争いに挑む。そんなのあまりにも残酷でしょう。若者たちに背負わせるべきではありません。
That is true, yes. No, I feel like May's whole idea that maybe we should just let the new Herishers who are teenagers bear the shoulder of the world is kind of cruel. Like, there have been a lot of sacrifices that could have been avoided if they just kind of... I mean, okay, it's understandable that it had to go like this, but why? There was definitely other chances. It's just... Oh, fucking... Damn it. Because this story makes me realize there was no other choice for it to go like this, but... God.
それは彼女たちのことか。それとも僕たちのことを言っているのか。
Obviously, the man was never one to ridicule others with words. But his question did put off Prometheus from speaking more. Indeed, even if those young girls were in a battle that would take thousands of years to make a difference, it was nothing special or worth mentioning. The man had experienced the same. There is nothing new under the sun.
でも、最も残酷なのは、すでに起きたことではなく、これから訪れることでしょ
Well, the thing about Kevin is, right, he follows what Dr. May had told him to do. But Dr. May kind of made a very inconclusive conclusion. Meaning Kevin ceaselessly following that conclusion and being stubborn to the very end about it is kind of what led them to be in this situation in the first place. I know that it kind of has to be like this, but at the same time, there was a lot of situations that could have been avoided should you just, like, not kind of went like, damn, bro, that sucks. Anyways. She had remained silent since she arrived, but she finally spoke.
誤解しないでください。わざと黙っていたわけではありません。
Her gaze drifted to Prometheus before she casually looked away.
ただ、彼女が自分で気づくことを望んでいたのです。今、人類にとって、その気づきは欠けてはならないことですが。
And yeah, quick warning, I'm probably gonna accidentally skip over a few lines, because it doesn't, like, properly tell you when the line stopped yet.
あなたが私に託したあの計画にとっても、最も必要なものです。
We are playing chapter 35 of Honkai Impact 3rd. You're gonna be crying a lot for this chapter? I don't cry easily, unfortunately. The man offered no response, but he realized that she was here for more than telling him about the past.
十分な証拠はありませんが、この計画が空間の編纂を終わらせたとしても、あなたは解放されませんよね。
ほう。
これは固有世界にいた私、彼女の運命から生まれた推測です。
Oh, if it's crying for gameplay reasons, that's definitely gonna happen, because I'm not good at this game.
その本質を考えると、終焉の眉が自ら誰かを、いわゆる終焉の律者にすることはありません。過去の人々は、律者がランダムに誕生することを避けるために、新時代に崩壊の意志という存在を用意しました。
No, there's a Kevin boss fight. I had trouble with almost all the flame chasers in Elysian Realm. So,
ですが、その崩壊の意志はすでに
but I played Punishing Grey Raven, which isn't gonna help.
あなたは眉から終焉の力を得ましたが、盗みに近いやり方でした。ですから。
ですから、成婚計画という偉業は、もしかしたら自身の意志で、自身の条件を持って終焉の力を使いこなせるあなたが、永遠にそれを背負わなければ、計画は失敗に終わります。
初めから。
ええ、孫子にとってそれが唯一の正しいやり方なのだと分かっています。
She gazed at the man who returned to the throne in silence and sighed in sympathy. In his journey of 50,000 years, he had fulfilled every one of his promises. He defeated the Honkai with a body of man, and as a sinner, he shouldered the ideal of deliverance one last time. And a man like this.
あなたは死だけを望んでいるのですか？とはいえ、あなたにそんな願望はないんでしょうけど、かつての私と同じで、あなたが今向き合ってる世界では、死こそが唯一の慈悲です。
君が言うところの先代である彼女は、人類の未来のために自分の全てを捧げた。しかし僕はまだだ。
私たちはどちらも間違っていないみたいですね、ケビン。それなら今ウサギという名をヨルムンガンドに返し、あなたを殺す責任を背負いましょう。
君にできるとでも？
もちろん。で、私はただ責任を背負うと言っただけよ。でもあなたが持ってるその力は、あなたが経験した絶望と同等だから。
Yeah, Centurion, I'll explain to you later why Kevin isn't really emo. Because that just seems outright rude to people who have played Honkai. Because, yeah, you really don't get much of a say in this, considering that you haven't really even tapped into the Honkai lore just yet. You'll understand Kevin as a character more if you played the game, but you said you were never going to play the game, so... Also, it took me a bit... It took me a bit here to realize that Kevin was actually, like, sitting on the chair, but, like, not just floating. Because, like, it looks like he's just floating. Like, look at him.
できる見込みはほとんどないが、相手が努力し続けていけば、
Also, hello Dad, welcome to chat.
可能になるかもしれない。
Oh god. Kevin is emo Virgil. That I can get behind. Although Virgil is emo.
その時、
So
私は
thought he was floating? For real.
倒されるだけだ。
No, he's sitting against like the edge of the chair. I can't tell anymore. It's like, this is confusing. Emo Virgil, no.
あなたにはそういう気持ちで少し楽になってほしいと願ってるの。
That is one thing that I hope Kevin did do, at least. Like, show a little emotion, show compassion, be human, Kevin. 'Cause you survived 50,000 plus years on your own as a human, so why are you trying not to be human? That is what makes me sad about Kevin's character. He's trying to deny his humanity for the sake of being the villain, but he doesn't need to be.
それは余計なお世話だ。もちろん君は間違っていない。僕は崩壊を消すのではなく檻に閉じ込めようとしているだけだ。しかし僕はその期限を星の寿命と同じものにする。
Yeah, no, it hurts, because, like, Kevin is genuinely willing to bear all of humanity on his back for the rest of time until the planet dies. Simply because he wants humanity to live on with this hopeful dream. Like, even if the way he's going about it is wrong, you cannot deny that he is a very willful person in the long run. Like, 50,000 years spent in solitude, and yet he'd still sacrifice his own life for the planet. He's, like, really stubborn and selfless. There's two sides to Kevin, yeah.
たとえあなたにとってはもう何もない世界で永遠に一人で生き続けるとしても、しかも終焉の権能のせいであなたはかつての戦友のように生きる意味を再び見つけることができなくなるのに。
Zesty or depressedy. God, I hate that. But Kevin is a character that at least gets recognition as the ultimate villain, not because of him being evil, but because he isn't evil. He's in a similar case to Otto. Hello, Layla. I'm not gonna say the full name because that's, yeah. Goddamn Kevin and Fu, I'll live to see the production of Shrek. I'm going to move on with the story.
それ以外に方法はない。そして君の言っている意味も僕には必要ない。
Bro, Kevin just like me, for real.
そうね。そういうものがなくても、あなたはここまで歩いて来られた。
How do I feel about my chat? There's some of you who are tame, and then there's some of you who aren't. I won't judge, but here, no, I can.
では、行きましょう。17号。
今ですか？
Many things beyond her understanding had occurred here and now, yet she intended to leave immediately upon revealing her desire to kill. As being born from code, she still found it quite difficult to use Words that explain how humans broke promises.
ええ、私も信じられないと思ってるけど、そういうことみたいね。あなたと私はまだ人類じゃない。けれど人類だけが持つ自由を手にしたの。私たちは思いのままに生き、思いのままに死ぬこともできる。
It's nice to see that they're actually, like, accepting their humanity. Also, none of you are truly sane in the chat, but most of you are tame enough to at least contain it to yourself. Except Zari. Zari is, Zari, no.
自分の運命に抗う。それはもともと人類の特権なの。しかし彼は運命を知りながらも身を投じることを選んだ。
Zari's like a little demented for real. No, if Glitch is in the chat, he is also, extremely demented. Like, look at that. Look at the hairline. As always, she became unresponsive once more.
やめなさい。彼のために定義を探す必要なんてないわ。でも、どうしてもその存在に呼び名をつけるのなら、ヒーローという言葉しかないと思うわ。
Don't get me started on the Elysian realm. Oh god. The Flame Chasers. That is a tragic story, I'll admit. I do really love the whole Flame Chasers storyline. I can never hate Kevin. That's all I'll say.
私はまだそんな存在に挑む資格を持っていない。
Ari's going through it for real. The mechanical girl provided no response. As far as she was concerned, it would take a long time to assimilate the hearts of these ambiguous yet extremely determined people. After a short delay, she followed Mistlin's signal and walked to the edge of the huge throne. Through the ability to travel freely between the stigma space and reality, an open door emerged, one connected to the upcoming journey of the two humans. But before that,
17号
slap. She watched with surprise as Prometheus abruptly turned back to the man. She reached out her hand and slapped the godlike being with a pitiable strength. Even if he wasn't a real god, it was an action too bold for an AI, absolutely contrary to reason, and naturally, in vain.
少なくともあなたは彼女のために涙を流すべきでした。これは彼女の友人としての怒りです。
Like I said, holy shit, it's really nice watching these characters grow, because these so-called emotionless AIs have become human, I want to say. Also, Centurion, if you want to know what a stigma is, play the game. She knew she'd never get an answer. Even if the man had once woken up crying late at night, it would be from a long time ago. His sorrow had been tempered by time, and was no longer capable of being shown like a normal person would. She was no fool. She was aware of everything. But that was also why the slap was necessary. After a long silence, Prometheus finally took back her hand. She made a final display of disappointment, turning back against him quietly. The man remained silent and simply watched as both visitors leave. For someone of his power, he was being quite lenient today. But it was a fact. The man was no king or god. He was Kevin. long time passed before footsteps were heard again. Given the nature of this place, there might have been too many guests here today. Every step she took was done with care, but she still made some unexpected noise when arriving in front of Kevin. Raven, okay. Wow. She accidentally stepped on some spikes of ice when she got near Kevin. Perhaps it was impossible for anyone to guess what they were, but it seemed like they just fell into the ground not long ago. It brought back memories of the time she'd performed with tempered glass known as Rupert's Tears for the children's.
渡りガラス。
まだご存知ではなかったんですね。まあ、あなたに関心があるとは思えませんが、ハイヘビはすでに私をヨルムンガンドから追放しています。
Oh yeah, we can call them Natasha now. Let's go! That's gonna get confusing when Starl comes out.
気にすることはない。この全てが終わったら、ヨルムンガンドも意味を失う。
Also brings up the question, is there a Kevin counterpart in Starl?
わかっています。ただ、裏切りがあなたの前で起きたとき、何も言わずに去るほど、私は傲慢ではありませんから。これは私自身の選択です。私はニューアトラで、子供たちが地球に戻れるまで一緒にいるつもりです。すでに同僚ではなくなりましたが、子供たちに関わることなので、月の上空に来られるように、ウサギが手伝ってくれました。
She stopped here. In her opinion, such behavior is self-evident for someone so fickle.
なるほど。君が信じているものは、すでに過去とは全く違う。両掛け戦略を続けるといい。僕はそれを阻止したりはしないと、君も知っているはずだ。
しかし、孫子。もし私が心から何かを信じていれば、きっと今日という立場になることもなかったでしょう。私は、子供たちの手本になりたかったのかもしれません。
That just also brought up another question in my mind. Is there a hook in this universe as well? There better be. I need my precious daughter in this world as well. But yeah, no, it is, honestly, Natasha has a will of iron to be standing in front of literal God like this, like Sora and Star Rail. Hook is actually the 14th Flame Chaser. Let's go! What would Hook be the Flame Chaser of? It can't be stars. Hook, Flame Chaser of the Moles. Signet of the Moles, let's go! The Mole Signets just like give you a bunch of buffs to a very child-based character.
鳥は飛びたいから飛べたんだ。それは鳥たちが切り開いた運命なんだ。
Ooh, that reminds me of something from Kara no Kyokai. The butterfly, what was it again? The butterfly realized the weight of its own wings, the weight of its own body, and once it had experienced flying, it could no longer hover, no longer float. It's such a, I can't remember the quote, but it's really good, and it's like, it kind of applies to the situation.
少なくとも、そんな風に教えた人は、そうしていると、あの子たちに見せるべきだと思います。
しかしそれは真実ではないと。
確かに、鳥が飛べるのは他でもなく、生まれつき飛べるからです。
There is no reason why birds fly. It's merely because they are born that way. Oh, that quote hits hard. Oh, I like that.
ですが、私たちが後世に残すべきものは、赤裸々な真実ではなく、その真実を説明するための
夢ですよね。すべてがフィクションだとしても、それには力があります。
僕もそうであるように望んでいるよ。あの時僕はそう君に伝えただろう。
はい。
She never imagined the man would remember every word from their previous conversation. But if she could somehow find out the answer to her question about flying was something the man had sought for thousands of years, her surprise would be even more dramatic.
彼らをどんな場所に連れて行っても構わない。今はもう誰も君を止めやしない。だが渡りガラス、僕たちが話した2つの可能性はどちらも終わりを迎えていない。
He started to walk with a distant expression. It seemed he planned to go for a short trip. At this point, the former world serpent agent finally came to understand why their sire chose to sit here. Why he stayed away from all inhabited planets.
これは。
The shadow cast by the man at this moment appeared corporeal, and the bizarre phenomena within it would definitely bring shock to any first-time witness. Finality. Even if this abstract concept to most did somehow appear before people, it was still hardly understood. As for the human species, what could be seen but couldn't be understood was the most terrifying.
渡りガラス、飛ぶ話をするときに僕たちはあることを忘れがちだ。イカロスもかつては高い空を飛んでいた。あの時手を伸ばせば彼は太陽に触れられるはずだった。
申し訳ございませんが、改めてお断りさせていただきます。
Rita?
心配しないで、試すだけでいいから。郷に行っては郷に従えって言うでしょ。もうすぐ着くよ。そうですね。師匠様の飛行技術って。
Did I recognize these voices? So that was Rita, that was I, that was Susheng, and that was Susana?
本当に刺激的すぎます。はあ、実際私たちはもう到着していますよ。一緒に神殺し走行で飛ぼうと誘っていただいた時点からです。ここでぐるぐると回っていただけですよ。え
Ah, my eyes! Why is it so bright? Finality place was too quiet and dark. This is, yeah. My exact reaction, Susanna. Oh, God. As for her companion, she placed the last straw, which led to air sickness. For what? Oh, God. Fuck. Not even that bright. I have constant migraines, alright? You don't understand my pain. It was Susanna, let's go. Susanna is just like me, for real. Like I said, I have constant migraines. It's not an issue with it being too bright. Everything just seems too bright. In general, like my mic stand seems bright. In striking contrast to their quaint mountain houses, the Shixel transport ship was hovering in mid-air near the landing point. And Rita Rossuise awaited the arrival of her companions with her usual grace.
ヘスティア号は医療設備が整っていますし、実際彼女も休憩すれば問題ないでしょう。じゃあこれって大したことではありません。スーサナさんは少々自分の適応力を見誤っていただけですよ。
It was her habitual elegance and her wish to teach her team member a lesson that prevented her lecture, the Avatar. Since Randall and Teresa started anchoring the world, reclaiming lost ground had become quite meaningful. The Valkyries had been constantly working on liberating the land, and in charge of this area as well was the reasonable yet slightly odd Shixel squad.
何はともあれ、任務を続行しましょう。
彼女ならすぐに回復できるはず。
Susanna died? No, Susanna! Susanna, no! Susanna just like me for real.
私が彼女を連れて先に戻るっていうのはどう？時間はあまりかからないと思うし。
容赦してあげてください。それにすでに入手した情報によると、この任務もそんなに難しくはありません。
往復する時間よりも先に任務をクリアできるってこと？
その通りです。それに輸送艦に乗った方が B 級バルキリーにとって心地よいでしょう。
Bro, Susanna died just like Rose daughter for real. I'm sorry, I'll stop making this show. Oh, God, every time someone says anything to do with death, I expect y'all to make the joke. So I just have to make it before you can, otherwise.
そうだよね。
Uh-huh.
それにしても。
She seemed to have finally realized her mistake and started to walk awkwardly to change the topic.
ここは大巨山だよね。
This is really Mount Taochuan. that I love that awkward laugh. Hold up, I gotta listen to it again.
ここは大巨山だよね。ああ、出発しよう。話によれば近くの敵を全部倒せばいいんだよね。
Oh,
簡単に言えば
monsters.
その通りです。成婚計画の意思に従い空間を編纂し続ける怪物を倒しても、その進捗を一時的に遅らせるだけで本当の意味ではここを奪還できません。一気に片付ける鍵は師匠様のような成婚覚醒者の資質にあるんです。
私？
はい。成婚計画での成婚覚醒者の空間拡張能力を頼れば、敵を倒すと同時に編纂を薄められます。その後は旋回一条でより簡単にここを捕獲、定着できます。
Listen, it's not every disease known to man. There's a few I haven't caught yet. I gotta catch them all, though.
そこまで終わらせられれ
I
ば、
was taught this by
成婚
Pokemon.
計画はこの地をどうすることもできなくなります。
それがバルキリーの報告によくある表現。工業化、それとも自動化かな。
そういう言い方でも問題ありません。
とにかく私たちのすることは海炎城やセイフレイヤにいた時と大して変わらないってことだね。
Obtain the whole disease deck to get a shiny charm. Bro, yo. I got a shiny cold. Let's go. Bro, my sneezes now do double damage due to my shiny charm. Oh no, man. I don't play enough Pokemon no more. What's a disease that can be transferred into a Pokemon? I'll be collecting diseases like Pokemon for real, bro. My dex entry is already like 3/4 full. Bro, I got shiny jaundice. Whoa, what does that even do?
じゃあ目の前のエリアから始めようかな。
Pokerus. Oh, what the hell?
あれ？この前テキパキとしてなかったらセイフレイヤもこんな風になってたってこと？
Oh, it's gonna make me do a walking section? No.
いいえ。というより、キアナさんがこの状況よりもずっと大変だったセイフレイヤを取り戻してくれたんです。
ところでキアナたちは本当に無事なの？
彼女たちを信じましょう。より困難な状況を彼女たちは経験していますから。
じゃあお寿司様は彼女なら心配ないだろうね。
God damn it, Miho, you did it again. I'm just ever so slightly faster than Rita.
ゼーレさんも協力していますから。
Never mind, they're faster than me. Oh god. Yo, I can use them in combat, let's go!
見た目はあまり変わらないね。
献身の道を感じなさい。や、三尺の水、雲を断つ。
My Susheng doing millions of damage. Blood.
ここまでです。それだけですか。や、嵐よ、燃えなさい。ふっと、はっはっふっ、や、ふっはっせ。と、せ、せ、はっ、や、はっ、せ、炎よ、踊りなさい。はっ。
初めて退去山で退去剣気を使うのがこんな相手と戦うためだなんて本当に予想外だね。
その運を覚えるがいい。心を鞘にし、
Oh, it's gonna be used to go. Okay. Oh god. They just died. Wow. Susheng pulling their weight right now. Let's go.
これで終わり？
このエリアは終わりに近づいてきましたね。ですが、私たちにとって有利な空間拡張を終わらせるにはまだ少し時間がかかるかと。それに確認しなければならないもっと大事なこともあります。
And what would those important matters be, my friend?
もっと大事なこと？
My question exactly, Susheng.
やはりそうでしたか。
What is true?
それで何があったの？
That I'm stupid?
退去山はもともと人気が少なく、今から結論を出すのは少し早いかもしれません。
Pardon?
ちょっと途中で話をやめないでよ。
Yeah, no, please don't leave us hanging. I wanna know.
申し訳ありません。簡単に言うと、今までの奪還行動の中で
We'd explain to Lee Susheng. Tell me! What the hell? I swear to God!
そんなことがあったの？
Susheng, tell me, please!
まだわかりません。ですので、師匠様、任務を続けましょう。
I need to know. Tell me. You can't leave me hanging like this. Please. I'm trying to get the lore here, man. Yeah, you know what? Frick you guys. You didn't even tell me what was happening in the lore. I'm gonna go grab my soup real quick. Alright, I got some nice soup. Some good soup. I'm gonna go play the story now, cause, y'all... I don't even know what y'all do without me. I don't know, that chat would be too chaotic.
これはそのまま消えた。これも計画のうちなの？
Yeah.
どうでしょう。
What type of soup? Toscana.
動ける精魂覚醒者はもともと限られていますから。もしかしたら師匠様ほどの能力があれば、それも合理的なことかもしれない。
Wait, did the people
リタの
become...
言いたいことはわかるよ。でも、
Wait.
状況がより複雑。リタ様、
Where's
師匠
Susana
様。
now?
スーサナ。
Where's Susana?
彼女がなぜここに。
What? Also, sorry, please don't dox people. That's not fun. Susana, let's go!
スーサナ、やっぱりあんただったんだね。師匠様、リタ様も。
Susana's alive, let's go! That means I'm not dead yet, either. I don't think, right?
この辺で作戦任務を遂行してるんだ。でも、スーサナは輸送艦にいたんじゃないの？
Sorry. Why? There's... I'm just gonna move on. There's no reason for this to happen. Even if it was fake, man, you don't gotta do that to him.
はい。どれくらい気絶してたかはわかりませんが、目覚めた時にはアルビトルが看病してくれてて。
Come on, Albitor W, let's go! Let's go, Albitor doing something!
輸送艦での作業は彼女一人でできますから、師匠様たちのいる方向を目指して出発したんです。その結果、合流するどころか何度も怪物に遭遇して、仕方なく戦いながら探すしかなくて。怪物。スーサナ、あんた本当にすごいよ。私が師匠様、師匠様が言いたいのはいろいろあったのに、スーサナさんが先に任務に出た私たちよりもずっと早く違う道を歩いていたからですが、その戦果は確かに虚数の造物。でもガイドブックには。そうだよ、結構厄介だったの。前から言おうとしてたんだけど、もっと自信を持っていいんだよ、スーサナ。私が世間に触れたばかりの頃は今のあんたよりもずっとヘナチョコだったよ。
Oh, Susana lore, Susheng lore, let's go! I already know most of this because I read the visual novel, but still.
師匠様、そんなことを言わないでください。私は。見た目が植物っぽいから弱そうな怪物だと思っていたので、つい。
In no way Susana literally wrecked imaginary constructs because she thought they were plants. Bro literally hit him with a bomb and was like, damn bro, these are some weak ass plants. Imaginary constructs. Also, Crystal, what the actual fuck? Actually explains why Susanna is going to be the next quantum
無意
DPS.
識でもそうでなくても戦果は嘘をつきませんね。
Susanna S rank Valkyrie, let's go!
今度普及なる刃で総合評価を行うときはスーサナさんが自分の限界に挑戦できるようにその点も踏まえて判断しますね。でも今は任務を続けましょう。
それもそうだね。世間では調子に乗りすぎるとバカを見るからね。
Also, playable Alvider when? Like, Alvider common Ws are, like, often in this story.
スーサナ、油断しないよう気をつけますね。
We need Alvider playable. Why there's so many particles?
私がお守りしま
Oh
す。
god.
のスーサナの見せ場が来たかな。そろそろ本気を出すよ。ここ師匠様とリタ様がいるのに見せ場なんて
Hit
あ
him
り
with a
ませんよ。
bomb. Oh. 1 million damage. Like heal, like heal.
やや
嵐燃えなさい。
狂乱献身の道を感じなさい。ここからは心
Hit him with a bomb.
利権を培う。
Alright, let's keep hitting him with the strength of 1,000 stones real quick.
当たれ。
ここまでです。炎よ、踊りなさい。
That one got absolutely destroyed before it died. Holy.
Eh, かしこまりました。
Why is everyone in the chat weird? Don't ask me. I don't know. I attract weird people. Like, you and Dea are actually relatively normal,
ア
surprisingly.
ルビトルさんがヘスティア号から初歩的なチェックを行ってくれ
Chat
ま
is
した。
insane. For
このエリ
real.
ア大巨山全体は
I'm a little
清
silly
平
and
な状態に
goofy.
戻っています。
But Albeater W again. Let's go. You see, I'm not family friendly, but I'm not that unfriendly. Albeater, let's go.
しかし
They
空
got
間の
too silly
拡張は
for
まだ終
real.
わっていないので、もうしば
Goofy
らく待
Argo
つことになります。
Productions.
また、先ほど話したことに関してですが、こういう時になっても住人を助けられなかったとしたら、奪還途中で他の部隊が観測した異常現象も決して偶然ではないと思います。
Goofy Alloy Productions. Let's go.
住人リタ様、それって
Studio Arcadia, all of the manga dubbing projects? Nah, bro. Goofy Alloy Productions.
待って、あそこに人がいるよね。
Oh god, the low poly models.
お待ちください、スショウ様。
Well. That was the slowest turning animation I've ever seen. Holy god. Oh god. What the hell was that?
何？
That was a very odd point to pause at.
まさか心霊現象？
That was a very odd point. I don't know how to feel about that.
そんなに心配する必要はあ
I?
りません。これもわかりやすい異常現象の一つです。
You can't just do that. You can't.
話すと長くなりますから、ここの空間が安定しましたら、主教様に状況を報告しましょ
No.
う。もしかしたら、私たちが直面しているのは、勝てない状況かもしれません。
I'm so confused. 15 minutes later?
やっぱり 当に大変だわ。
About to get flashbanged, watch. Ugh.
それでどういう結論に達したの？
Someone like her who found it difficult to understand terms. Perhaps skipping the reasoning and going straight to the conclusion would be more effective.
簡単に言いますと、私たちが見たものは、いわゆる心霊現象とは関係なく、むしろ蜃気楼のようなものです。つまり彼らは今別の場所で暮らしてるってこと？
Hey, Zari. Sorry, not Zari. Fuck. Oh, I'm mixing up names now. How could I? But yes, I have chicken toscana right now. Tastes good.
で、彼らの夢の中で。
Shu as well, welcome. Let's go. Honkai stream. We actually got viewers and people who talk.
地球は奪還できていますが、まだ多くの人々を
Get
解
some
放できてい
food.
ません。
I have soup right here.
私たち
I
の
have some
作
chicken
戦判
toscana.
定が長くなればなるほど、助けられるものが少なくな
Alu
る。
has soup. Yes, for real. The soup is so great. Like, soup.
実際3人が見たあの投影もごく稀な状況でしか観測できないの。
Wait, so we like... No way, bro. It's almost as rare as getting the 5-star you want in Genshin.
現在の作戦範囲内で私たちが
Good soup. Does Alu have drip though? No, I am very much not drippy. I do not have the drip. Soup. I should make a soup emoji. What kind of soup? Chicken Toscana. Nice, food that you'd find a lot in Filipino households.
でも先ほどリタ様のご両親を助けたばかりじゃないですか。それは多分彼らがもともと天命本部の近くで暮らしてたからだと思うわ。
Wait, I could have sworn Rita was an orphan. Rita's parents? Why were they the... Why are they with the Randall then?
近くのナポリ一帯だと自然に帰還できた人口の比率は 50% 前後まで下がってる。そして住人たちもいろいろ怯えてる。安心させるためにはこう伝えるしかなかった。大崩壊はすでに始まってるけど、天命が必死に戦ってるからルールに従って自身と家族を守ってってね。本当に困った計画だよね、成婚計画って。でもヨルムンガンド側にも手伝ってくれる人がいるって話もしてたよね。それってどういうこと？詳細はまだわからないわ。通信の仕方を見るとウサギじゃないかと思うんだけど、相手が実際に提供してくれた内容を見ると個人的な行動とも思えないの。
Aaron Prometheus W, let's go!
相手は正体を隠したいようで、旋回一条付近に空白の精魂空間の残片を大量に送ってきただけなの。
Never mind, it's Kevin. Oh crap.
私たちならその残片を利用することで。
What even is Prometheus? It is basically the equivalent of previous era Bronya. I don't know if I can compare them to someone from GGZ. Is there someone who I can compare it to? Well, okay, in terms of like how they came to be, they're similar to Araya, but they aren't Araya. So like, Dr. May made an AI, and that was Prometheus this time instead of Araya. And it wasn't made to combat the Honkai, it was just kind of made to... Yes, Prometheus is an AI, and also the equivalent of previous era Bronya for the current era. So, they have a similar backstory to Araya in the sense that Dr. May, Dr. May made, Prometheus, and, like, several Prometheuses, to be exact, as a form of data to try and combat Honkai in terms of just, like, knowledge and keep everything in place. It's almost like... I want to say, no, like, the creation of Prometheus is similar to Araya, but they are extremely different from Araya in literally every other sense. So Prometheus was, yeah, why are all Kosana so zesty? I don't know. Ask MiHoYo. They made them like that.
長光様の推測では、ニューアトラに残っている精魂覚醒者と関係があるのかもしれないと。あくまで推
Araya
測ですが。
supremacy? Let's go.
とにかくあの人たちはまだ精魂計画が紡いだ夢の中にいる。空間奪還と人々を夢から目覚めさせることは別って話でしょ。
Honestly, if I wanted to do like a Honkai lore analysis stream, you'd have to like get me to like recruit Vanity for that, because I am very much not worthy of explaining this stuff, because you would not get a valid answer from me. Like Susheng is like trained by one of Fuhuai's students, but like Fuhuai's student isn't the one that raised Susheng. In fact, Susheng is the daughter of one of Fuhuai's students, but that person didn't raise Fuhuai or the Susheng, but rather the Susheng's teacher did, who's also Fuhuai's student, who was one of the students who didn't want to kill Fuhuai, but like did anyways, and then they kind of just did this thing afterwards, and Susheng kind of just existed. And now Susheng's here. Perfect backstory. You see? I'm great at explaining things.
私たちの計画は順調に進んでいて、地球奪還自体も成し遂げられると思い
You
ます。
100% understood like every word I said there. 100%, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna sip my soup.
新たな手段を使わないと、最終的に私たちが奪還できるのは、ほとんど人がいない地球になります。
それはダメだよ。最後まで戦ったのに結局精魂計画と変わらない結果しか得られないだなんて認めるわけにはいかないでしょ。ええ、それが私たちの改善すべきところなの。
You thought Otto was her old and zesty? What? Actually, okay, no. Otto and Susheng have relations in Honkai Star Rail at least. Or Luoka and Susheng have relations in Star Rail. That much is prominent in the fact that Susheng is there to protect Luoka from the corrupted Cloud Knights in Shenzhou Lofu. Imagine if Alouette X like a YouTuber with 10k subs. And thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Honkai content. Yeah. Okay, that's the thing, right? I don't like saying like and subscribe. But like, the other day, my friends made up like a good point to me, saying that a lot of people don't even think about subscribing unless you bring it up. They just kind of like ignore it usually. I don't like bringing up subscribing, because I don't like it. I just don't like it. But I will end up having to do it eventually if my content does actually get popular enough to the point where people are like viewing it. And I'm like, oh yeah, make sure to subscribe. No, I don't like doing it, but hey. You find your meds, let's go! I don't like medicine, even though I take absurd amounts of it, because I need it to live. Why did Rita just like appear as a jump scare for like a good second? Why black screen? Pardon? Okay, game. Are we loading? There we go. Ah! Ah! My eyes! Ah! Everything hurts. It was a dreamy pull. That's nice to know. When the curtains fell, the stars were sparkling. And when the echo died down, the fragrance of the intertwined petals remained. Oh, let's go, right, man. Yeah, the origin of new life resided. Everything was at an end, but nothing was truly over.
進みなさいってば。そうよね。
じゃあ行ってくるわ。その足取りは鳥のように軽やかで、その思考は澄んだ波のように清らかで、その意志は盤石のように固く、そして彼女の未来は
Hey, we love
彼
May!
女の愛する者と共に紡ぐ。
Wasn't as much of a flashbang that time because there was no dark screen prior to it. As expected, upon entering the chaotic planet directory again, she failed to locate her companions, who could unlock the only path for her. Only she remained in this boundless chaos, and the dense threats lurking around her.
ブローニャちゃんの判断は間違ってなかったよね。私はずっと一方通行の道を歩いてた。だから引き返そうとした時、私は全く違う道に入ってしまった。
As for her exact location in the planet directory and how far away her companions are, all of these were unknown to her. But besides the abnormally rapid increase in enemies and the increasingly warped space, there was one more thing that truly bothered her. What resided far away at the limits of her senses. It went in and out of hiding, as if it was hidden in the shadows of the forest or in the undercurrents of a deep lake.
ケビン？
Kevin!
いや違う。似てるけど、彼じゃないわ。
She recalled what she experienced in the final crater. After then, the unknown force did not feel like it was awaiting a challenge. A different thought gradually took form in her mind.
あんな存在に気づいたら、二人もきっと同じように考える。だったら、たとえ私が起点に戻れなくても、同じ目標に向かっていけば、私たちの道はいずれ交わるはず。私を止めるつもり？失礼。あそこにあなたたちにとって大事なお宝が隠れてるってことかしら。
It's teaching me how to play? You fool! I already know!
隙だらけね。逃がさないわ。醜悪を断ち切る。はっ、やっやっ。
Asher Origin freezes time way too often.
美人。ダン。先人一心。
Like, holy crap, they can stop time for a long time.
来なさい。隙だらけね。あのエネルギー、どんどんクリアになってる。美人。ダン。逃がさないわ。失礼。先人一心。美人。でも他の波動もあるみたいね。来なさい。醜悪を断ち切る。
Look at how fast they die.
美人。
The power of Right and May. The Herrscher of Origin.
キリがないわね。いい加減うんざりしてきたわ。少し乱暴な手を。
Maybe I should get a bit violent. This wasn't violent. Oh wait, is it gonna allow me to use the ult? It is. Let's go. You know what we do? We hit him with the Metal Gear Rising. There will be blood shed. The man in the mirror nods his head. Yeah. I did the working. Hit him with a big boy slash.
醜悪を断ち切る。はっ、やっせい。美人。はっ、せい。来なさい。先人。
God, this is really. You think man has Lamborghini? This is like a very satisfying. All right, we hit him with a big boy slice. There will be blood. dead.
息を
The
止めなさい
man in the mirror nods his head. The enemies dead. I killed them too fast, now they're gone. And oh my god, that is a fucking cutscene. Oh, that was cool.
やっぱり
Ah, crap. I
動いてる
tapped out. No!
の糸が一定の数になると
Her gameplay is smooth and fun. Yeah. No, I really like Airship Origins gameplay.
このひびの奥に何が隠されてるか
What's hiding behind this crack? What's behind door number 3? Lo and behold, we have a blinding light. Kiara and Bronya! Let's go! And you won the jackpot. Yeah. I'm so funny.
Mei sensei!
どうやら私の判断は正しかったみたい。キアナちゃん、ブローニャちゃん、二人もあの力を感じたのね。
あの力ってメイ先輩じゃなかったの？あれが起源の権能だって私もブローニャもそう思ってた。
Alright, now where does Kiana get her power up? Because now that we have the Airship of Truth and the Airship of Origin, both of which look drippy. Honestly, this looks like it would be the final trio. But Finality is getting a form. Like, this could work as, like, the final trio of the three. But there is one more form, so how do they get it? Like, how do they get into that situation to get the form of Finality?
じゃあ今のメイ先輩は
雷の律者であり、起源の律者でもある。
And also Mother.
とはいえ、違うのは名前くらいかしら。起源の権能の理解に関しては、まだ時間が必要なの。何でも断ち切れるこの感覚も、起源の権能のおまけだけだと思う。
Yeah, May's mother, but, I'm gonna say this now. No one can out-mother Kafka. Flame shouldn't contrast well with Bronya. Yeah, no, it's much better a contrast than Finality is, to be honest, which is kind of why I'm a bit iffy on Finality, because Finality is literally just the Herrscher of, or the Time Runner outfit for Herrscher Flameshin. But Kafka Mother, can we just talk about it? Electro Mommies. I don't get it. What is with Hoyoverse creating the most Electro Mommy characters in existence? And then, of course, we can't forget about Blade. After all, of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of those people. Done. Anyways.
残念ながら、終焉の律者や眉に関する情報は入手できてないわ。
My boy the Cocoon.
大丈夫です。それも博士たちの想定の範囲内ですから。まずは話を現状に戻しましょう。メイ姉さんが今言ったあの力が
Blade is Yes! Finally, someone who understands! Blade is different. Blade is something else entirely. I stand for Blade supremacy. Blade, my beloved.
異常現象?
Anomaly. They told May what happened earlier. Meanwhile, in another universe. Wait, that's the wrong name. Oh my god, it's Einstein! Jing Yuan, my beloved, for real. Someone needs to make a Blade national anthem. Of 5 people, 3 must pay your price. Jing Yuan, you're not one of those people. Just like do every line that he has in existence. You shouldn't wander around here as you please. Star Rail men, for real. I've been gunning for playable welt so long before Star Rail existed, and then Star Rail came out, and I was like, Daddy. Long before Su Xing's group achieved any results, another strategic meeting about Earth's future had started. Japard, my baby girl. Okay, Japard for me is in an odd situation, right? Cause he looks like Arthur. Japard Landau bears a stupid resemblance to Arthur Pendragon from Fate Prototype. And it makes me feel weird. Because, like, I like Japard, but his design is the exact same as Arthur's. Like, I don't know how to feel about it. You used to love Japard, then I had to fight him in Simulated Universe. That shield was so annoying. That shield made me hate an entirely new thing. Like, I didn't even know I hated Japard's shield that much up until that
この
point.
問題を2つの面から考えてみて。
That fight,
最近の行動結
the
果を見
shield,
る
I have
限り
nightmares.
夢にいる人たちを地球の空間とともに現実に帰還させることは難しい。
Oh, no, because I lost my first time against Japard, because I was like, wait a minute. How much HP does that shield have? And there was like 50k in there, and I was like, what? What? It was honestly harder than Kakalia. I don't understand why, but yes. Like, Kakalia was surprisingly easy. I don't get why. Like, I had trouble with Kafka. Kafka was a hard boss fight. Then I went into Kakalia's fight with my hook, and then they kind of just died. I don't really know what happened. I just kind of...
一方、みんなが月から持ち帰ったサンプルを解析したとしても、旋回一条は終焉の眉の位置を特定できない。
Also, Don Hung, I love Don Hung, let's go!
それはつまり、私たちが通り抜けることができない、何らかの障壁が眉を隠してるってことよ。
By the way, do not mention Don Hung around, like, any freaking, like, Coke bottles. They will explode on the spot. Cooking stream was hell. I cannot cook pancakes for the life of me after what happened in there. Even if I could cook pancakes before, I can't anymore. Hook destroys her since she can also destroy Bronya when she shows up. Exactly. Right, okay. I didn't try to kill Bronya during my Kakali boss fight because during CBT2, there was a mechanic, right, it was completely different. Simulated Universe was, oh, you had a debuff immunity blessing? Oh, well, that just made the fight easy then, I see. But in Simulated Universe in CBT2, it would actually be a point count depending on how many of the goals you achieved for that specific boss fight. And it would also depend on how many turns it took you and how many of the certain attacks you did and certain things. So basically there are certain goals, like kill Kakalia within a certain time span, break Kakalia's shield within like 5 times, don't get hit by the windstorm attack more than 3 times, otherwise you'll lose points. There was a very specific goal, which was don't kill Bronya. Defeat Kakalia without killing Bronya. I never achieved that goal. Not once. Which is why I was never able to get higher than 110k points in Kakalia's fight. Even with Blade. My pancakes were too thick. I'm not the one that made them thick! I tried to make them thin. Alright? I'm not the one who made the batter so goddamn thick. But yeah, no. I was looking back at my old stream bot, no matter how hard I tried. Yeah, no, they turned that into achievement. I got it this closed beta. Right. But in the last closed beta, I tried so hard to get, like, through Kakalia's fight without killing Bronya. And I just couldn't do it.
そういったレベルの障壁は、あの夢の集合体以外に選択肢はないわ。
Pancake was horrific. Don't remind me. All right, that thing was not a pancake. That was.
状況は厳しい。だが幸いにも僕たちには挽回する余地がある。ただ今の問題は。
その前に確認したいことがある。
Well, let's go, my boy. He looks so fucking stupid in Honkai in comparison to how he looks in Star Rail. Like, look at, well, here. Like, he looks okay, you know, he's kind of mad, I'd say. He still looks good, right? And then you have Welt in a post-Honkai Odyssey, and you're like, okay, father. And then you have Welt and Star Isle, and you're just like, Daddy, apologies. Like, this man.
テレサ主教、誰もが一定の代価を支払うことになるとしても、世界を元に戻す覚悟はできている。そうだな。
Is it just me? Is Welt darker than the one in Star Isle? In terms of what? Like, are you talking about skin color?
何があったの？
He also has like a stubble here, but he doesn't have that in Star Rail or in Post Honkai Odyssey. That reminds me, what happened to Joyce or Joffrey? Because Welch has a son in a Post Honkai Odyssey, but then Welch now in Star Rail without his son. So what happened to Joffrey? Is he just kind of gone? Watch Madoka Magica. You can't do that to me because I've already watched the movies and Magia Record along with Madoka Magica, so. The child is still in a Post Honkai Odyssey. Is he just kind of there? Or he just abandoned him? Well, went to go get the milk in another universe.
あんたの言う通りよ。
Bro went to get... Bro went up to Joyce and was like, hey, yo, I gotta get a Stellar and I'll be back in like, I don't know, 20 years. Do you think if I loved Welt, he'd give me his pension? What?
ベルト、本題に入りましょう。
Why did... Okay, no. They clearly said Welt. Shall we cut to the chase? But why did they put Yahim? There's no reason to put Yahim here. I don't get it. He's even classified as Welt Yang here. This is not Yahim
原
Yang.
理的に言うと、前に話したあの現象が起きた原因はそんなに複雑な話じゃない。
He was my favorite character in the Magia Record anime. I don't remember. I watched Magia Record after I watched Madoka Magica, which was like a few years ago, so. I know his old ass got money. Bro, he made the entire Arahato series. Like, he's gotta have some money in there. He's gotta have buck.
人類の夢をすべて一箇所に集めると、精神のアダムという巨人が現れる。
Magia Record? No, there was some older Magia Record things. If I remember correctly, there was some other, Madoka Magica shows that were, like, hella old. The game CG? Oh, yeah.
それはヨルムンガンド側が話してた夢の集合
Wait.
体の説
Oh no!
かしら。
It's the Wubaboo! Please, I don't want to find your Wubaboo friends. Please, listen to me. How did he afford all those auto stuff on an animator's salary? Bro, I don't know. Like, he's gotta have some funding from... he's gotta have some funding from Anti-Entropy, man. Actually, no, never mind. Einstein and Tesla blew all that funding on getting drunk.
ああ、人々の夢をつないでいるの
Wait,
が
Adam?
精神のアダムだ。
That just occurred to me.
故に彼らは互いの精魂空間を共有できる。
Isn't Adam the name of Kevin's son? Also, Adam's the name of the Post-Honkai Odyssey protagonist, and... Why is there so many characters in Honkai named Adam? I don't get this. Also, Tears of Themis Stream 1.
精魂空間を共有？
結果から見ると彼らの精魂空間は干渉し合うことで互いの情報の空白を埋めているようだ。外部との接触を拒んだセンチネル族は現代社会の暮らしを理解できないだろう。人類は交流と想像だけで未知の世界を具体的に認識することはできないんだ。
There's so many people named IRL Adam. Okay, but that's the thing. Honkai, with their characters, usually has a reason behind naming their characters Adam. Or like naming their characters certain things. Kevin and Kiana are kind of closely accommodated names, right? Because Kiana is meant to be the current generation or current era version of Kevin. Only Kevin's still alive because he crossed over from the previous era. don't know who Sue's counterpart was, right? But there's similarities in name, the exact same name, or there's counterparts for each generation. So the Adam in this timeline could be the counterpart to the Adam in the previous era, but why is this guy named Adam?
聖魂が記録しているのは言語や画面のような簡単な概念だけじゃない。聖魂空間の共有によって実現するのは限りなくリアルに近い夢
He
の
just
世界
like
だ。
comes out from behind a building like, hey, I'm Adam. You know, I'm pretty, I'm pretty chill. You know, I play Sea of Thieves.
そしてその夢は人と人との差を利用し、
I guess
彼
Kevin
らの
just
求める
missed his
未
son.
来や潜在的な理想を映し出す。
What did even happen to Adam, right? Because like Adam had descendants and then just kind of bro went to get the milk in the afterlife.
ユートピアそのものね。
Please play Magio Record. I don't have enough space for more gacha games in my current portfolio.
と
Like,
にかく夢の主は向き合うはずの現実を潜在意識で拒む。今までの手段で彼らを解放できない理由はそんな単純なものだ。
okay. I signed up for the I signed up for the Wuthering Waves closed beta, right? I like to think that Kevin just raised him until he was 18 then dropped him off somewhere. Bro just dropped him off in the middle of like Shenzhou and just was like, I don't know, man, do something. Like Fuhuai's here to take care of him. My parents score. But yeah, no, so I signed up for the Wuthering Waves CBT because I got peer pressured into doing it by friends, and I really hope I don't get in, actually, because as much as I like Wuthering Waves, I'd rather I wasn't the one that got in and other people got in, so I can make Star Rail content the day it releases. Because if I end up getting into the Wuthering Waves beta and have to stream 2 days before Star Rail releases, that's gonna fuck up my schedule. Like, a lot. Like, oh my god. That is not something I wanna... Yeah. It's suffering at its finest, I'm just gonna say that now. You're doing co-op? Also, they need to add a guild system, Star Rail. That is something they
俺たち
need.
が奥深くに入るほど空間への影響力が弱くなり潜在意識の拒絶に抵抗するのも難しくなる。みんなが子供の頃注射を怖がったようにな。
I wasn't afraid of syringes. Please get the needle away. Listen, Teresa, it's not that bad of an...
夢を見てる人たちが夢を出られないのは彼らがそう願っていないからなの。
Like, okay, listen. It's understandable. You would be... Wait, what did he say that was racist? I swear to God. Is he? What did he say that was... What was the racism? Is he? I need to know.
そうよ。結局のところ、夢は自分の潜在意識と直接交流する手段に過ぎないの。だから、夢を見る人の感情や好みに左右されてしまう。それを避けることはできないの。技術面で言うと、夢の集合体はブラックホールのように一種の得意点になってる。私たちが虚数化した地球を現実に戻しても、大して影響を与えられないの。
Need to know whether my baby girl Welt is problematic or not, for real. Welt wouldn't do that, Yas Queen. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Welt wouldn't do that. Not like this. Well, Joyce! Okay. I can understand Joyce. I don't know about Wang. Wang? Gang? I don't... Something is not happy. My brain is not doing the worketh.
考えただけで血圧が上がるわ。
害を避けたいと思うのは生き物としての本能だからね。
Well, sis.
被害者たちは自分が夢の中にいることにする。
If you get into the CBT, can I add you? Yeah, go ahead. I don't think I'm getting into the Wuthering Waves closed beta, but I will make a video on Wuthering Waves in like a week from now because honestly the gameplay is looking really good, so...
知らないわよ。
I'll be making a video for Wuthering Waves, but I likely will not be covering the full game. I'll leave that to other players who are just more into it. I am mainly at the moment strictly a Star Rail YouTuber, even though I make content for other Hoyoverse games. I don't really make content for other games in general, even though this is a variety channel. Hold up. Ain't no way Tesla's asking about sobering them up. This is... Oh, I love this. Someone send this to Scribbles. They need to know that Tesla's asking people to sober up. This is not Tesla. Tesla would never say this. They're just drunk. I'm gonna play Uno Day on Roblox after the stream. Alright, Yugi. I have Uno. Now play your last pathetic card. My deck has no pathetic cards, but it does have a +4! Impossible! I play +4 and change the color to red. Wait, you, aren't your cards all green? Fuck.
夢の集合体もしくは精神のアダムは自らを強化し続ける情報の眉。ケビンをボコボコにしたって状況は変わらないわ。
Damn it, wait, so beating up Kevin does nothing? I don't think there's a way of beating up Kevin in the first place, but damn, bro, that kind of ruins my plans.
もちろん、ケビンをボコボコにするというのも。
I did. I wanted to beat up Kevin. I mean, look at him.
うるさいわね。
Playing Uno with infinite pick is a painful experience. I did one game with 43 cards. Bro ended the game with a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Oh. Alright, what card did you draw in Uno? I use Pot of Greed. What? I play the Unstoppable Exodia! This is Uno. Ah! How do you get 43 cards? Shu, you don't understand. If Infinite Draw is on, you will never get the card you need. Never. You could, like, just need a green 7, right? And, like, it will just never pop up. You won't get the number. You won't get the color. You'll have, like, a full deck of red. None of them will be 7. Green hates me. For real, bro. Why do you think I simp for? Wait, who do I simp for? Fuck. Teresa, have you never heard of the Honkai Impact Gotcha? There is a huge price to pay. It's called B-chips.
ベルト、あんたから話して。
It's just crying in the corner like, why do I have to say?
いいだろう。先ほど言ったように、精神のアダムは人々の目覚めたくないという願望のせいで非常に硬くなっている。となると、最も安定した夢を狙って、かっこ撃破すれば残った夢は不安定になり、徐々に解体されていく。
撃破？ええ。エネルギーを用いた武器で爆撃して、武力的な手段で頑固者を一掃すること自体はできるけど。
It's simple chip hard, and he never came home. Okay, Dad, you can resonate with me on this. Like you and me had the same experience when rolling for Sela. Only I didn't get Sela. Clara. The first 5-star I got in CBT 3 and in CBT 2 was Clara. By the end of CBT 2, the only 5-star I had rolled besides Sela was Clara, who I managed to get to E2. Meaning, I got 3 Claras in CBT 2. And, as was recorded in my stream, the first 5-star that I got in CBT3 was also Clara. Yep, I got 3 Claras in the last closed beta. And in this closed beta, I got this time around. Thankfully, I got Himiko, Jingyuan, and Bronya after that, which... diverse cast, you know, Bronya made the game, like, absurdly easy, and Jingyuan was fun to use. Yes, I got 4 Claras. 3 Claras from CBT2, and 1 Clara from CBT3. I genuinely wanted to just leave the game when I got Clara. Because that was such a painful experience. It just reminded me of, like, all the pain from the last closed beta, and I didn't even use Clara. Like... Yeah, no, Tesla, we gotta kill people.
おそらく精神面で重いダメージを受けることになる。精神のアダムが背負ってるのは通常の意味での夢じゃない。美しいものを求める人々の意志なんだ。外部の力でそれを壊してしまうと。
You pay to watch. I will play Magia Record eventually, just not with my current schedule, because I'm already planning on making a Wuthering Waves video. I have 2 Star Rail videos pending, and then I need to stream the entirety of Chapter 35, so Magia Record's going to have to wait. I also need to finish up the, spendings video, which, honestly, I'm gonna need to consult Vanity and a few other creators on, because I need, like, every opinion on this. Because basically, it's going to be a spending schedule, and, like, how you want to save Stellar Jade.
さらに願望というもの自体が夢と共に破壊されてしまう。
You'll get a Magia Record video eventually. Not now. I need to finish editing the Wuthering Waves video and then finish the other videos with Star Rail, and then consult more content creators on the thing. By the way, Dad, did you already sign up for the content creator program? I assume you did. You better have, because your videos are worthy of being in the content creator program. I will say this now, you're really good at editing.
夢の主にとってそれは精神世界の津波のようなものだ。
Tsunami, yo.
現実世界に戻った彼らはどうなるか。ポジティブに考えてもうつ病患者のような状況に陥ってしまうだろう。
Good luck with the content creator program, because MiHoYo is kind of ruthless with their content creators, but I trust that you'll get in, because honestly, you're really skilled. So, yeah. If there comes any time when I need to endorse creators, I will endorse you, probably Vanity and Dave. Because those are the 3 Star Rail creators, that I actually consistently watch.
何しろ人類にとって願望を失ってしまうことは
Human who's lost their
全てを
desires
失
has
うことと
lost
同じだ
everything.
からね。
Oh, okay, why is this chapter, like, hitting hard with these lines? Like, all these lines go really hard, like, feel free to screenshot.
つまりその人にとって人生そのものの意味を失うってこと？
You see, life would be meaningless, but we have Star Rail. Dun, dun, dun.
そう。人類の潜在意識の集合体に正面から対抗すれば多くの人々が犠牲になる。
Yeah, no, honestly, Honkai does hit hard, though, because right now, despite how much of a joke we're making of the situation, they're genuinely talking about sacrificing a small minority to save the greater majority. So basically, they're sacrificing those who are happily living in their dreams with a strong sense of, like, disconnection from reality. Those people have to die if everyone else is to survive, and that's basically what they're saying. And obviously, there's gonna have to be another way, because they wouldn't resort to doing this no matter the consequences. Right, but like...
テレサさん、それは僕たちがそうすると決めたときに支払わなければならない代価だよ。
I also really want to make a Karno Kyokai edit that just popped up in my mind. What OST is this? They need to release the thing after Paradox. Cressa suddenly opened her mouth, yet failed to utter a single word. Every word she desired to speak felt like a weight a ton. It was the weight of deciding the fate of countless people. Who knocked on the door?
本当に腹が立つわ。
Oh, that was the table, not the door.
あの人たち自身にも腹が立つけど、このまま彼らの運命を決めてしまったら、私たちはヨルヌンガンドと大して変わらないでしょ。
ああ、だからこそこのプランは今まで放置されていた。たとえ本物の神でも誰かの人生を決める権利など持ってはいない。これは今までネゲントロピーが守ってきた信念だ。しかし今、そんな理不尽なやり方が僕たちにとって唯一の活路になってしまった。地球奪還も意味がなくなり、終焉の眉の位置を割り出す方法も行き詰まっている。他のプランを考える時間はそう多くないんだ。
I also need to ask y'all a question real quick, because this is relating to the Honkai Impact manga dubbing project. I was talking to some of the other staff members, and we were considering maybe doing the Genshin manga as well. But the issue I have with that is there's already been like a bunch of Genshin Impact manga dubbings, some of which I've already participated in. So I'm trying to figure out, should we do that at all? And if that's the case as well, should we dub over the Honkai Gakuen comics? Because if we're gonna do Genshin Impact, might as well do Honkai Gakuen. There's also a few one-shot mangas for Honkai Impact that just like don't really warrant their own chapter or like their own dubbing, but like could be used as like part of a small playlist. Yeah, if we get enough requests for the Honkai Gakuen comic dubs, we'll probably do Era Zero at least. Tesla, stop hitting the table. It's a glass expensive table that we really don't have the funds for this right now.
立場が変わっても、より良い答えを見つけられるわけがない。まるでケビンに嘲笑されてるみたいじゃない。
Alright, yeah, no, so if the overall consensus is that maybe we should do the, Genshin comics, then I'll try those out. And we'll probably do a, basically one shot for, like, the first 4 chapters of the Genshin Impact manga. Walt Yang's and Gakuen is just well choice. Yeah, no, Gakuen, Walt Yang is just well choice, because there was no need for him to pass on the title of Heritage of Reason to anyone else. Because he didn't die. Well, actually... She's a tsundere, she needs something to smack Alu. Alright, listen. Redhead. Wait, never mind. No, she has all the attributes needs to be a tsundere.
確かにあの古毛どもに対しては、ちょっとした痛い目に合わせてやりたいと思ってるけど、本当にこのままやけになって、あんな心ない成婚計画が好き勝手してるのを放っておいていいの?
Asuka? For real. I also find it, like, really funny that Asuka's outfit in, Honkai Impact is literally just Tesla's outfit, but instead here it says, Nerve. Welt, just there.
嘲笑されてるというより、むしろ問い詰められてる気分だわ。もし人類が文明のために何かを捨てなければならないなら、ケビンは私たちにどんな答えを望んでるの?
At the moment, it just seems like Kevin's presenting everyone with, like, a really, like, odd theoretical, like, alright, so, what do you do in this situation? Answer, like, gives you, like, $2 million or something.
彼はとっくに彼の選択をした。成婚計画。それが彼の答えだった。彼は答えを期待していないかもしれないし、これも私たちのために残した試練じゃないかもしれないけど。
Especially for us.
それでも私たちは答えを出さなければならない。
I don't know if I should be infuriated with the fact that it's, like, not centered perfectly in the text, or if it's just... Because I know it starts here.
そういえば、あの時...
It's still odd.
もしかしたら、暴力は夢の集合体を突破する唯一の方法じゃないかもしれない。
Violence isn't the answer. It's not the solution either. Violence is the question. And the answer is yes.
成婚計画に捕獲された時、偶然だったとはいえ、私は確かに自分が夢の中にいるって気づいたの。
Well, that was because of Aight. You didn't do that on your own.
それなら、あの精神のアダムも打ち破ることができないわけじゃないと思う。
A while later.
再び成婚計画のメインネットワークをかき回すことで精神のアダムが
Aquarium.
閉ざされた夢を崩し連鎖反応で解体を狙う。そして夢が緩んだ時正常空間の定着を進めその人たちを現実に帰還させる。同時にその過程で終焉の眉の座標を割り出す作業をする。
Yeesh. Yeesh. Honestly, no, I can't look at aquariums the same right now because my friend's playing through Persona 5 and it's just making me think.
第一歩が順調に終わればその後の行動も理論上問題はないと思う。
In theory, if the first step goes well, then everything else should work. If it doesn't go well, then everything else fucking fails. And, yeah.
そうなると、今のところ主な問題は一つだけね。
To be or not to be, that is the only question.
どうやって内部から夢を
Never mind, Okay, so I have an idea. It's called a wrench. We just hit the person really hard with a wrench. They wake up, realize they were in a dream, and boom, Project Stigma just kind of stops.
成婚空間の中で、私は夢を見てるって気づいたことで、それを突破するきっかけを手にしたの。
I also find it odd how Rosalia and Lilia noticed they were in a dream almost like instantly, considering how big of a fucking idiot those two are. Like, I say how big of an idiot those two are because those two are literally two combined brain cells. Like, just that. If you hit them, they don't even wake up. That's the point. You just keep hitting them until they do wake up.
夢の頑丈さが現実に対する拒絶から来てるなら、夢の主に何らかの形でそれを受け入れてもらえば、あの固い夢たちを緩ませることもできるわよね。
You know how I accept reality? I just say it do be that way sometimes and everything goes away, including depression. That's a lie. It doesn't work. Just don't do that, kids. It's not very healthy in a coping mechanism.
知ってると思うけど、少なくとも
That's called murder, Alu. No. Well, it's a better alternative than killing... Oh, wait, no, that's the exact same... Oh, never mind.
テレサ、その考えは本当に実現可能かもしれないわ。え？ほら、あの人たちにとって夢は現実より魅力があるでしょ？じゃあ私たちが手伝って成婚計画以外のところで彼らの夢を作らせれば。
You just go through the dreams of Project Stigma. Alright, what does this guy want? He wants to sleep on someone's lap. Alright, kill him.
成婚計画の夢の集合体から見れば、現実と夢の関係が逆転することになるでしょ？ごめんなさい。ちょっとついていけてないかも。どうしてそうすると夢と現実が逆転するの？もうこう考えてみなさい。その人たちは欲しいものがあるからこそ夢に執着するのよね。
So you basically just make them give up their dreams, or you just make them achieve the dreams. Like, if they want to be a billionaire, just give them money. If they want to, like, be happy in life, just tell them they can't be, and it be like that sometimes, you know?
目の前の夢ではその願いを満たすことができないって気づかせたら、相手は新しい世界を切り開きたいと願うはずよ。その考えが生まれたら、もともと楽園のように見える夢の集合体はむしろ現実的な枷になる。
So basically, you need to make them realize that the world they live in right now is not very good, and that they're just kind of not. Basically, you need to make them realize that their dreams are worthless in that world. I don't know. Also, hello, welcome to chat.
そうすれば、個人個人が夢の集合
No,
体
never let Ali become a therapist. Your dreams are worthless. It do be that like that sometimes, but like, just I don't know, do it, deal with it. Hey, Howard.
つまり、自分で何かを作りたいと考えるように相手を誘導すれば、その人はおのずと精神のアダムと敵対する立場になるってこと？
So basically, you go into their dream, talk to them for a bit, and make them realize, wait a minute, my father left to get the milk a few years back. Damn. Well, I guess I really am fatherless.
おそらく敵対よりはずっと穏やかだが、紛れもなく非協力的になるだろうな。
Welt, we love Welt.
ああ、本当の創造は集団の潜在意識に対す
The
る反発。
collective unconsciousness. Collective consciousness control. Welt Pokeyama God, let's
た
go.
だ、この方向で試してみる場合、おそらくやり始めたら最後までやり遂げる必要があるだろう。
We already know English, oh my god. What? We already know this succeeds because that post-Honkai ISC existed and you look like a... Elf, I guess? I don't know.
ああ、それもそうね。
Welt and Star Rail is like built different, and then Welt and regular Honkai Impact outside of a post-Honkai Odyssey is just kind of like, hey.
それが効果があるやり方なら、プラン自体にランダム性があるせいで、私たちは結果をコントロールできない状況になる。運悪く、防御力がより強い精神のアダム2号を誕生させてしまったら、今までの努力が全部水の泡よ。
He gotta glow up for real. Welt and Star Rail is father. Yes! You understand me. You, of all people, truly know how I feel. Also, basically, don't let Spiritual Adam do mitosis, because that'll be big, bad.
それならより試す価値があるじゃないか。
Welt is just kind of there in the main Honkai story. Yeah, no, Welt actually does play a part in Honkai story, at least with the Shinja Luofu story, like, and he's like the elder who provides knowledge. In Honkai Impact, he's just kind of like, alright, so, Bronya, I'm gonna give you the core, and then I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna go get the milk until I post Honkai Odyssey. Bye.
はあ？ボサ頭あんた。
Osama da.
冒険を主張しているわけじゃないよ。
Dilf for real? Yeah, no, Welt is, a little bit of silver hair. Welt is seasoned.
僕たちが話し合ったように、夢を壊す現実は本当に見えるが、大
Yeah, I
胆
know.
も必要だし。
Like, honestly, Welt looks better with that streak of white in his hair. Like, I'm just gonna say this now, he looks so much better like that.
干渉してくる可能性も含めてね。
I really like his dynamic on the Wolfu quest. He's like a single father taking 2 kids on an outing. Oh, yeah. No, like, Welt is like that one father who doesn't really want to do anything, but like he has to go take care of his kids anyway, so he's just like, alright, do you want ice cream from the Wolfu, or do you want to just like, I don't know, check the place out?
だから技術面で言うと、2つのプランのどちらがいいか判断しづらい。だったら、より人間らしいプランを選ばない手はないだろう。
Oh, right, so going back to my plan about using the wrench.
というより、第一歩の操作が成功したら、あとは
Welt would be a really good father. The thing is, though, he was a father in a post-Honkai Odyssey, and that's the issue. He left Joyce behind. Yes, he's a good father, but currently, Joyce is fatherless. So,
ですら博士、君の怒りも非合理的なものではない。
he'd take his kids, he'd lovingly take his kids on outings. I mean, he took Joffrey to an outing in a Fontaine. That didn't work. Anyways, yeah, no, if this doesn't work, my plan about using wrenches and stuff is probably gonna work, you know, it'll be my best option.
自立して生きる能力などなく、世界を変える意志もない。そんな人は救わなくたっていい。
For real, humans are not worth- oh wait, there's a like that there. Okay, I thought it just said humans are not worth saving, and I was gonna, like, agree with that full-heartedly.
まあいいわ。あんたはそういう意地の悪い人間だって、もっと早く気づくべきだったわ。
We're all ruthless in the eyes of God.
いや、僕は君よりも人類の根性と可能性を信じている。ただそれだけさ。
Also, I don't know. I'm just gonna say this now. Because this has been brought up so many times while I've been playing Jackbox with the other people and, like, just Among Us in general. Why are Tesla's thighs, or not Tesla's, why are Einstein's thighs like this? Like, I've realized this now with a lot of Honkai characters. Einstein's, like, design and, like, majority of Honkai characters' designs in general are just, like, weird. It looks so unnatural, yeah. It's just, like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I am one for the saying that thick thighs save lives, which is why I am a avid Kafka enjoyer, but if it's like that, it almost looks unnatural, I want to say, which is not good. Have you seen pictures of Otto's posture? I would like to. What do they look like? Oh god.
ましてや、そうでなければ、成婚計画が構築した夢の集合体も、あれほどの美しい夢を作り出せるわけがない。
Okay, so Aponia is a different breed entirely. Like, do I want to talk about Aponia? We'll skim past Aponia. The Welt's just looking down on me like, really? You wanted to talk about Aponia, huh? I see how it is. About thick thigh save? Oh wait, no. It's like a line with a curve at the end. He's the opposite of a shrimp. Bro's reverse shrimping. That's his posture. Also, okay, can I just say this now? Can I say this now? Luoka's VA in the English is so fruity sounding. Like, it's like so accentuated. It's almost like, okay, I can't remember if, because, okay, Ayato is Otto's counterpart in Genshin. Weisbolt kind of packing though. Don't ask questions that you don't want answers to. But like, okay, so Ayato is Otto's Genshin counterpart. Luoka is Otto's Genshin or Honkai counterpart in Star Rail. But why do they have a different English VA? And more importantly, why does Luoka sound so zesty? Like, I heard him while, like, fighting with, like, Susheng and Danheng, and he was just like, I'd like to step in. And I was like, what? Luoka? Because, like, he didn't have any lines in the, second closed beta, so just hearing him, like, with the most zesty, fruity voice in existence just, like, scared me. I need that man so bad, for real. Like, okay. I want Luoka for different reasons than I want, Otto. Okay, so, like, I want Luoka as playable Otto. But, I also want him because he's exceedingly good with Blade. Like, it's absurd. Real quickly, I'm gonna give you a quick build for Blade real quick. So, Blade up to E2, right? That's what you want to get him at the baseline if you want to build him mega DPS, and his E6 is survivability mainly, because it just makes him, it's the same type of E6 as C6 Hutao. His light cone is good so long as it hasn't undergone any changes. At Super Imposition 5, it's basically a 200% damage amp. There's Luoka as well. You want to get up to, like, maybe E4, I'd say, if you want to, like, get his max capabilities unlocked. E6, obviously, if you want to unlock his max capabilities. His light cone is actually really good, because it's basically just Asta's, ult, but instead on whoever you want it to be as a healer, which is much better than what you'd think. So, if you have, like, Natasha, you have Bailu, you have Luoka, you just use your ults, and it's, you get a speed buff and a buff to everyone else in the party, which is really good. But yeah, so long as Luoka's light cone and kit are the same with Blades, both of them in the same comp and party is absurd. And then, of course, there's Silver Wolf, which I'll actually be making my own video on when their banner gets announced, because, so long as nothing has changed from the previous closed beta, Silver Wolf will be still really broken. I'm pretty sure they got debuffed, though, or they got nerfed, because, I heard we were talking about thighs. Story, you're a bit late to the conversation, but yeah, we were talking about Honkai thighs, right? Because, firstly, Einstein, massive thighs. Let's see, who else? Himeko in Star Rail as well, even. That's there. Kafka, Mother at the highest point. And finally, Aponia. That's all I need to state. But yeah, no, so Silver Wolf will likely be releasing much later on, because, we already know who's releasing in 1.0, which is, Scylla and Jingyuan, first half, second half. There's also that new boss, which Hook will absolutely decimate, because it is weak to fire. And also, this is actually a good thing. Fushuan is likely going to be running 1.2, or 1.1, because, Fushuan is already announced as a quantum preservation character, meaning if they have a DPS-based ult, that will be very good. Because that means that we'll finally have another quantum character, who will also be very good for overall combat. Because every preservation character we've gotten so far has been an AoE DPS in their ult. And then they've had a skill, or they've had a ult that provides a shield. So it's either an AoE shield, an AoE ult, or both. Because, yeah.
何事も始めが大事だからね。精魂空間に対して十分な忍耐力を持ち、夢の中で迷ったりせず、人を振幅させる話術も必要。
Honestly, yeah, no, I shouldn't be talking about that kind of stuff on a Honkai stream. I'll more likely do that during the actual video I'll be posting for Fushuan, or Star Rail. Hope Fushuan uses damage reduction or mitigation. That'd be nice, yes, because what I want for Fushuan is to be similar to the Trailblazer's skill during his preservation form, which is providing a shield and a defense amp to everyone, right? So with Fushuan, I'm hoping they either have an AoE ult or they have a AoE skill with a shield-based ult like Jeopard, only not single target. Although an AoE impair attack would be really good. But yeah, I'll make an in-depth guess analysis for Fushuan, and I would like to request ideas for that, because... yeah. And no leaks, please. I don't like leaks. At least I prefer not to see them. Another thing, we need more than 2 imaginary characters. Please, give us a 4-star imaginary character. All of them are 5 stars right now. One of them wasn't even available this time around, so there was 1 imaginary DPS in the entire game. Well, if you want to know what's in the interior, just use a wrench. It isn't that hard. Why are we using Vishnu? What? Oh yeah, Vishnu's a giant wrench! Let's go! Teddy. Alright, okay. How long have we been streaming for? We've been streaming for 2 hours now. Alright, we're going to stop at the 3-hour mark. No wrench. I will find a way, alright? Why do birds fly? If you would ever ask such an unnecessary question now. Perhaps the birds, even if they could speak, wouldn't be able to explain it. Similarly, if humans realized that the only thing they had true freedom over was how they die, they would not be able to explain why it was the only freedom. And they would never be able to provide a definite answer for it. But a long time ago, when the world was still foreign to mankind, they still wanted to explore everything unknown in this world. They refused to accept any questions that were without answers. So when a certain person looked up at the sky, he would ask, "Yo, Kevin Philosopher!" A speech about it was being held here. If time was turned back by 1,000 years, every philosopher would be the pioneer of civilization, remembered in history in different ways. Sages whose wisdom transcended time. That was what they were called. But they were no different from infants to that man. It wasn't due to his nature. After experiencing it all, younglings like them couldn't cause a single wave in his heart. I really want Playable Kevin, yeah. That is something that I've been needing for, like... Because we got, like, a very short segment of Playable Kevin during, like, chapter, like, 33, or was it 32? I can't remember. It was something in, like, Calistine or Stigma Space. But, like, that is something I need desperately. Considering that there are divine keys in Starl even without Vilvi's existence, proves that they are a constant within the imaginary tree. Someone seemed to be quietly shushing, as it sounded like a meaningless argument. Hear me out, hear me out. Wrenches are the solution to all of our issues. If we can just figure out how to use a wrench, then there'll be no problems in life. The wrench is the ultimate weapon. For real. The real divine key. Y'all heard of the first divine key, the second divine key, but what about the I don't know, the divine key 0? Aha, it's the wrench. Everything quieted down. The frying pan. Oh god! Wait, I remember that thing. I made pancakes with it. Actually, no, this can't be considered pancakes. Also, I love Sue just, like, being in the background, like, for what do we live? Do we find it to be funny? Do we have pancakes at our disposal? Or are we just simply another meaningless being in this universe? I am Gorokechi. They turned Elysia into a wrench. Let's go! Very brave of him. He made my spine shiver because I was in another tab using my resin. Yours was too thick. Those pancakes were too thick. Yeah, that was actually like, they were way too thick. I'm gonna be honest with you. I prefer my pancakes nice and thin. Alu jump scare? What's so scary about it? I see no reason to be afraid. As he'd expected, his speech immediately caused commotion in the crowd. After all, in this God-fearing age, there was little support for thoughts like this. Of course, it wouldn't bring him any harm, so the man wasn't very worried. According to Sue, it was how this era is. Countless different thoughts were clashing against each other, and they would form common beliefs that led forward to civilization. It was why they must go to the people and listen to what they had to say. Still, he should almost be done. A long time had passed since the two of them returned as pioneers, started helping the new generation reshape their civilization. With the help of their long lifespans and transcendent knowledge, they definitely entered history, aiding its development in secret. They did not turn around to verify if his companion was still behind him. They made a promise to always be by each other's side, no matter what. He never doubted that promise, until the second key manga, where Sue kinda fucking just betrayed him.
しかし、今回はいつもより長いようだ。
The man raised his hand and checked it briefly, but Cole did not see out from there, even until he finished listening to the speech. Clearly, he was getting better at controlling his own body temperature. Just like his growth in this aspect, everything else would take a turn for the better. That was what he thought. Even if it was too late for him, regardless of which aspect took a turn for the better.
行こう。別の場所に行ってみるべきだ。
He began to lose interest in everything here. He'd always considered the topic discussed before him meaningless. For the sake of a grander goal, and with Sue and his help, civilization would avoid the mistakes they made and take a better path forward. But in some very rare days, a thought like this passed his mind. Is humanity destined from birth to take the same path? Perhaps the guidance I provide them is just my own wishful thinking. Ah! I'm glad we don't have the chubby Kevin model anymore, where like his chin used to be like a full like I don't know. This voice actor gets me every time. What, is it good? Is it bad? I think his voice actor's good. It was a very distant memory for him. Unlike his companion, the man was not affected by a certain side effect, and hence didn't remember every moment of his life. Actually, even though absolutely important moments from 50,000 years ago required frequent recollection to remain in his memory. Everyone has experienced something similar. No matter how important a person or event may be, memories of them blur in time. This is an admonition of the flesh, which often gives birth to self-hatred. Even he was no exception. Only.
先ほどの記憶は、すでに忘れ去られた断片だ。
I'm just chilling and then he speaks. It's just like, I see.
ここに、再びこの身に帰ってきたのだろうか。
I ascend to the upper realms, and I achieve what I know as power. He looked around within the darkness, was searching a dreamland formed by billions of minds. It was known as spiritual Adam. When one was in it, when one was in it while conscious, its clear outline would appear.
まあいい。そう重要なことでもない。
Indeed, his opinion, the memory shared certain attributes with his current situation and actions. Reshaping civilization. It had been his job for thousands of years. Even if he was well aware of Project Stigma's potential results, the man acted just the same. He habitually wished for the witness that the world were just revolved by his hands. Playable Kevin! Does he even have like... Yeah, he does have facial animations. They gotta make him playable eventually. Like, come on, man.
これは
This is...
蘇った記憶ではなく、君たちの夢なのか。すまない。
Wasn't that just like Mobius's like effect, but like... what is this POV switch thing? Not long ago, what? Only boundless darkness lay ahead. Teresa walked slowly through the boundless void as the darkness swallowed her footprints. Countless noisy whispers and faint flickering lights surrounded her. They were reflections of the dreamlands, traces humans left behind in Project Stigma. It was the first time Teresa realized that even light can be oppressive and heavy like the ocean's depths. She just walked silently as time passed. Bright light appeared before her eyes. Kevin Hoyer's favorite male, let's go. Kevin. Yeah, we can just switch between them now, let's go. Ah! My eyes! Hey, this looks like Anime Expo, no I'm kidding.
大丈夫大丈夫一旦家に帰ろうか
でも私もっといい学校に行けるはずだったのに。
父さんは十分満足してるよ何しろ自慢の娘だからな
でも
おや泣かないでくれ
I had like a hot dog. Yeah, no, I like it without toppings, please. Yeah, no toppings, that'd be preferable. What do you mean you can't do a hot dog without toppings? Might of honors.
まあまあ大丈夫よ。ずっと行きたがってたじゃない。
The same models
他
everywhere.
のことは後でどうにかできるから。ライブを見逃したら次なんてないよ。天子はなんとかごまかしてあげるから。でもちょっと怖い。ねえ。あそこにいる知らないおじさんがずっと見てきてる。
That actually might be a callback to Kevin. Because Kevin and Sue had a relationship like that, where like Sue was a bit more timid about it, and then Kevin was like constantly ongoing in that. He's the type of guy to eat salted ice cubes. But no, there was a callback in one of the things that was like calling back to Kevin signing up Sue and him for Aponyo's concert, and how they would just sneak out of the school to go watch it. And I'm pretty sure that's actually one of the reasons Kevin survived the initial Honkai attack in his school, because he wasn't even in prison at the time.
だからこれはバレッタでクロスヘアピンじゃないってば。なんで一緒につけるのよ。
Why do Kevin look like that though? He just looks lifeless. Like, I know that's like what he is. He's like absolutely lifeless, but like
おいマジかよ前も残業で来られないって言ってたよなあいつらのプロジェクトチームがどうなってるのかお前も知ってるだろう
Is bro still playing chess? I don't know, man. He just kind of like, God was like, hey, yo, challenge me to a game of chess. If you win, I'll tell you some stuff. And he's like, oh, alright. Alright, finally, I can get my hot dog. A special hot dog, actually. Yeah, Sue just kind of played a game of chess against God. I don't know if he won, but he's probably dead, to be honest.
この店、今日番号札がいらないとは。
もしかしたらもう人気がなくなったのかもね
これでいい
Maybe this was a good beginning for his journey. Indeed, everything was normal. Just normal. People were still repeating mistakes they should have made. Suffering failures they should have tried their best to avoid. And shrouded by small instances of joy and sorrow day after day. But such mediocrity was what a certain era yearned for, yet cannot attain. In this world that faced Honkai as well, it was such a similar desire.
あんちゃん卵はいるかい
For that reason, Project Stigma could be called the worst, just like Honkai.
あんちゃん
But the man was aware that he has no other choice. And he never had one.
あんちゃん
Give me a fucking second, I'm thinking about what hot dog to get.
あんちゃんの分で
Ben moved his scrutinizing gaze away from himself toward the world. He noticed the ramen cart's sign and the other customers lined up behind him. He remained silent and planned to leave, but the owner held a bowl of noodles towards him. It was so close that the steam from the bowl blurred his eyes. Also, this is a hot dog stand. Why are they giving me ramen? Man knew that he was supposed to take it with his bare hands. Besides himself, everyone he knew had considered that what his life would be like when he finally purged Honkai from this world. A hot dog truck that sells ramen? Let's go! Bro, the noodles aren't noodles, they're just hot dogs! Some thought that death was the best outcome for him, as he was truly lonely. Some thought he'd finally be able to let go, change his name, and have a bowl of ramen while seated before a simple house, and spend the night recalling the smiles of some people. Others thought he could still act as a mentor for the new age and redeem himself once more, but even he acknowledged that these futures were not far-fetched. In fact, at a certain point in time, a very, very long time ago, it had all briefly been his aspiration. But in actuality, from the moment Project Stigma was completed, he hadn't planned any future for himself. He had searched for a place to bury himself, but that was for another reason. Those lives others had imagined were truly peaceful ones.
すまないが、結構だ。麺は美味しかった。
He walked away. Peace belonged to those who put an end to everything, not those who became the end themselves. Kevin's story fucking hits hard, man. Like, that is... You know, Kevin's been through way too much. Like, how long have we been streaming for, actually? It just occurred to me. Alright, we'll have another half hour till we end the stream, because honestly... Firstly, flashbang again. Secondly, I have things to do before the end of the day. So I need to finish up the stream before I go to bed. He was just a kid when this all started. He was like barely 16 when like the world was like struck by Honkai. Like God. That's like the whole thing as well. Like that's why I'm so saddened by like the Flame Chasers and like what happened to them. They were all such like they were all normal people. Like, they had quirks, they had their own personalities, and they were all distinct people that you could find, like... If you couldn't sleep, we could fix that with the wrench, Shalu. Perfect. If that wrench is always by my side, well... Oh, Cosmo... The Flame Chasers are a story that, like... Kevin was a joyful and, like, outgoing teenage high schooler that you could just find anywhere else. You know, he liked talking to his friend Sue. He, had a crush on this girl named May. You know, all these things that just, like, happened normally. Nothing out of place. And all of that just disappeared because of Honkai. They never wanted to be heroes, but they were forced to be, and that's why, like, Kevin's story is so sad to me, because he could have just been the average schoolboy you'd see any other day, but he ended up becoming this grand savior of humanity, because he didn't have another choice. Anyways, I'm gonna go put away my suit now. anyways, now that the soup is gone.
この子たちはお互いのことを知らないのかもしれない。けど、似通った願いが同じ夢を見させている。でも、学校で好き勝手に遊ぶ夢なんて、先生のこと無視しすぎじゃない？
Yeah, the teachers need to get paid as well, right?
次は何して遊ぶ？一緒に絵本とかを読みませんか？
Kevin in his silly little dress. We should watch the Idle Fantasy stuff to cure the big sad. Yeah, we'll do that after we finish chapter 35. What's that one, like, isekai thing they did for the event? I'm gonna do that. Why does every, like, schoolboy just have Sinmol's, like, basic-ass clothing? Oh, you just hear the boy shout and it's like, Exit! Got him!
ある意味で夢から起こしたくなくなっちゃうわ。でもね、みんな夢がただの夢だと
Because they're basic biscuits, let's go.
価値がなくなっちゃうのよ。
Sinmol needs more content in Honkai Impact 3rd. What even happened to Sinmol? Like, Sinmol, like, got, like, hit by not Bronya. Got hit by Scylla, right? And then, like, appeared in, like, the, Moon Shadow manga. And then just kind of went away. Like, Sinmol has had literally no relevance in Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, they had, like, a decent bit of relevance in Gakuen, and then they haven't even existed in Star Rail. Like, Sinmol is just gone. Erased from the timeline. It's weird how she's prominent in Gakuen. Yeah, honestly, okay, Gakuen is, in my opinion, in terms of, like, characters, in terms of Gakuen, like, some of the characters are written better, in my opinion. Like, certain characters like, Horaiji, Sinmol, Kakalia, just in general, a lot more characters in Gakuen are written better than the characters in Honkai Impact. But not the main cast. So Horaiji is written better in Gakuen, because Horaiji is not even in Impact. But Kiana, Mei, Bronya, all of those characters that were in, Gakuen are better written in, Impact. So it's like, a bunch of characters in Gakuen are better written, but the main cast is better in Impact.
もしかしたら変化のきっかけになるかも。こんにちは。
あれ？君も僕の絵を見に来たの？ふっふん。本気で見たいって言うなら教えてやってもいいよ。
Oh yeah, I forgot Terry looks like a child. They just fit right in.
見せて見せて。うん、よくできてるわ。でもまだまだね。
はあ？そもそも君は誰？
私はいろんな絵を見てきたから、その良し悪しが一目でわかるのよ。
ちょっと年上だからって調子に乗るなんて子供っぽいよ。
I think she's a child even when she's the principal, yeah.
あなたの絵には大事なものが一つ欠けてるの。
Sinmol's a new SP sport for Sele. Yeah, no, that would be pretty good actually.
言ってみなよ。
この飛行船ってとある冒険譚に載ってる絵を模写したのよね。私もその本を読んだことがあるわ。
そうだよ。でもそれがなんだって言うんだ。絵とそっくりじゃないか。
なら主人公がいつも口にしてるセリフも覚えてるわよね。
Honestly, just Sinmol in the game in general would just be better.
私は世界を飛び回って空の隅々に自分の名前を残すんだ。
Isn't that? Never
主
mind.
人公は飛行船を操縦していろんな国を渡り歩いた。そして行く先々で出会った人たちはみんな彼とその飛行船のことを覚えてくれたでしょ。
そうだよ。だから僕は憧れてるんだ。いつかは彼みたいな冒険者になってみせるよ。
でもこの絵にはあなたの姿がないじゃない。彼の夢をそのまま描いただけで何の変化もない。それじゃあ一人前の冒険者になれないわ。
僕は。
これでいいわね。話し合う人たちが多ければ多いほど子供。
あなたは先生なんですか？
ええ、実はね、私は他の学園の学園長なのよ。あなた、さっきの話を聞いてたの？
The kid's just like, you're lying, you're too short to be a principal.
はい、さっき本に描かれた人たちは鏡で、目標だけどそれに縛られて、そこが限界だと思ってはいけない。本物の冒険者なら開拓者の足跡をたどってもっと遠くまで行って、まだ誰もがたどり着けていない未知の空へと自分の夢を飛ばすべきだって言ってましたね。
ええ、そうよ。この数百年、数千年の間、数々の冒険者が自分の夢を追いかけたから、人類の世界はここまで栄えたの。それこそが文明なのよ。
ならちびっこ先生、僕たちはどうすれば本物の冒険者になれるんですか？
ちびっこ先生。
ちびっこ先生! ちびっこ先生! Oh my god, I love that so much.
いけない。私は冷静沈着な大人のレディーなのよ。子供相手にムキになってどうするの？
Ha, well, I'm not a common and mature adult, so I like arguing with children because they're funny. They also mentally destroy me.
簡単よ。自分の夢から目覚めることが冒険者になる最初の一歩よ。誰だって夢を見る。夢の世界ではいろんな想像を形にできる。
Oh my lord.
でもそれだけじゃ足りないの。だってこの世界には夢で見るよりも面白い
Resisting the urge to punt the
たくさん
child.
隠されてるんだもの。
It's just like the approach the child meme. Just like, approach the child. Punt the child. Ow.
それって何？
Enthusiastic boy. Well, you wanna know what it is? It's a wrench.
残念だけど私も知らないわ。
ちびっこ先生の嘘つき。
ちびっこ先生!
嘘じゃないわよ。私が知らないのはそれがまだ作り出されていないから。その面白い存在は今あなたたち一人一人の心に眠っているの。
私たちの心？
ええ、あなたたちは豊かなアイデアと想像力を持ち合わせてる。だからその手で誰もが見たことのない未来を描き、熱意で夢をさらに遠くへと飛ばして。
I genuinely enjoy just reading these lines from the Honkai storyline because they're all like just so
勇気を振り絞って
really good.
最初の一歩を踏み出し、道を探し続け、まだ存在しないものを作り出せば、たとえそれが些細なものでも最終的には冒険者になれる。でもそんなチャレンジすらできないなら、あなたたちの思い描くカラフルでキラキラとした作品を見る機会なんてないわ。すごく残念よね。
すごく残念だね。
今は存在しないもの。作品。
The boy would then grow up to be the next Da Vinci.
そうだ。こんなのはどう？本よりもずっとすごい飛行船を描いて、それを作って空を飛ぶんだ。あ、なんかかっこいいね。俺も一緒に作るよ。
僕も僕も。
Much. Ah, crap. The children got into an animated discussion and started painting on paper with great gusto. Some of them started to run around in search of materials from all over the school. The edges of the edges of the dreamland started to blur because of this. It was like a small ripple created by a pebble tossed into a lake. My eyes! Might be a small step, but changes were certainly occurring quietly.
私にできるのはこれくらいかしら。あとはあなたたち次第。きっとやれるはずよ。だって
世界はあなたたちの手で変わるんだもの。
English one English today. Oh god.
どんな夢なのかし
My
ら。
eyes went through like every stage of change in like 2 seconds. Oh my god. Not again. Alright, we'll do one more of Kevin's things because I want to end it off on a note with Kevin. And then we'll likely end the stream because we've been going for quite a bit of time now and I don't want it to go on for too long, to be honest. Lights! Oh, I'm blinded by the lights. I want Kevin's coat. You're concerning me. I am very concerned for myself before. Also, yes, Kevin's coat is drippy as fuck. It hadn't been long since he last met the philosopher. But today, the number of his audience declined drastically. He couldn't recall when he came to the habit of frequenting this place. But he was sure of one thing. The philosopher was also a fool trapped in a sage. Alu was suffering, I am. Even a utopia designed by the greatest of minds would fail over the passage of 1,000 years. He was a perfect example of that in both ways. He was undoubtedly quite ordinary, and his companions used to tease him for being slow-witted, but once he gained time that far surpassed that of a normal person, he could even look down upon the most outstanding minds of any era. Perhaps he was here to get a better view of the era's shallowness, make up his mind on something. Kevin finally spoke.
僕にはかつてとある友人がいた。彼はある才能を持ってはいたものの、愚鈍でいつも他人の決断に頼っていた。彼の性格がそうさせたんだ。だから彼は優れた頭脳と信頼に値する心を持つ者に従った。果たして彼にとって性格こそが運命という理屈は通じるのだろうか。
ああ、すまない。昔ほど目が良くないんだ。ちょっと目の前まで来てくれないか。若者よ。君はヒーローを見たことがあるか？
Ooh, I don't know about that question.
かつてたくさん見てきた。
いやいや、君の思っているような類のものじゃない。私がこんな話をしたことは覚えているだろうか。世の中には一種の理想しか存在しない。それは他人の理想を踏みにじることだと。どんな理想でも他人の理想を踏みにじらなければ実現できない。認められないなら君自身が気づいていないだけだ。それを基準にして考えれば人は2種類に分かれる。それができる者はヒーローと呼ばれ、他の者たちは凡人だと思われる。
The man was not convinced, in an arrogance cultivated from his long life. His first reaction was the philosopher had experienced little and knew nothing.
若者よ、そう焦るな。話はまだ終わっていない。ヒーローになることは誰もが望んでいる。しかし、誰もがヒーローであれば、この世界はどれほどひどくなるのか、誰もが知っている。だからこそ、違ったヒーローが誕生したのだ。彼らの理想は全く逆であり、自分の理想が踏みにじられることを望んでいる。
Well, okay, no, this is actually... this entire philosophical argument here is actually really valid.
世界を動かす規則も実際は彼らが維持しているのだ。
Why am I in the red maze? Where am I? Help! I don't like this. The body... Oh, rest here. His death saved an entire city from the ravages of Honkai beast. It is because his soul flowed into the grave that the earth shall become richer than the sky. Her sacrifice allowed civilization to carry on. Are those moths? Oh, they might be. Let's go, Playable Kevin! Honestly, the fact that he's a dual typing is nice as well. Also, he wasn't using Uriel there. He was using Might of Honor too. This is a hero who changed the world. Reflect on his faults and memorize his merits. For he was also mortal. He plays like Siegfried with just ice, yeah. Obviously, what stood here was not a ruined building, but a grand tombstone. The reason it was so big is obvious as well. Those laid to eternal rest here were heroes acknowledged by the world. And they were all humans in this dreamland. The man gazed at the endless expanse of sand around him. And he knew there was nothing around but the trolling monsters there. Alright, bye Shu. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had a good time.
確かに僕の立場から見ると彼の話は正しい。だがそれでもそんな者たちをヒーローと呼ぶだなんて認めがたい。ここの結末は現実で夢ではない。
As he had said, the dreams were created by Project Stigma. And they might have been their own imitations. They might have their own limitations, but they were not restricted by objective reality. It could be completely illogical, and all of this should have never occurred, provided it hadn't changed in any way.
僕に似た来客が精神のアダムを訪れているのか。
This is the longest I've ever sat in one of these streams without getting distracted. Let's go! Honkai actually doing something!
ビシュヌの力を背負った戦士。
Now we switch to Teresa and we go in here. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, let's see. How long have we been streaming for? Yeah, we're getting very close to that mark. Alright, we'll do this one with Teresa and then we'll end the stream because honestly, we've been going for way too long now.
向こう側の夢は少し違うみたい。
Silver lights floated slowly through the darkness of the void. As she looked along the floating marks in the dreamland, Teresa noticed a familiar figure.
ゼーレ、どうしてここにいるの？アインシュタイン博士から皆さんの計画を聞いて、私も力になれるかなと思いまして、博士の話によると、世界の泡を感知できる私の能力は夢の集合体にも一定の効果があるらしいんです。
Wait, so Sila's just kind of here?
だから手伝いに来ました。
They're just kind of here. Okay.
迷惑でしたか？
Hi, Sila.
まさか世界の泡を感知する能力、つまりどの夢がより脆くてどの夢が集合体に大きく影響するかがわかるってことよね。博士の予想に問題がなければそうだと思います。よかったわ。何でも知ってるガイドさんが増えたみたい。ゼーレ、よろしくね。
Hey, Sila, let's go.
ここは
Oh no. Oh no.
何かおかしなところでもあったんですか？記憶にある光景と重なったから少し感慨深くなっただけよ。もう何年も前のことだったわ。あの時一人の友人と一緒にこっそりと外に出てこういう街を
目的もなくブラブラと歩いたの。どこにも行かず、ただ歩きながらおしゃべりしただけ。でも最も楽しかった思い出の一つよ。テレサ学園長がそのお友達さんを大切に思ってることが伝わってきました。ええ、彼女は私が一生をかけて追い求めた光よ。さて、昔のことを思い出すより今は急いで行動すべきよね。まずは手分けして近くにいる人たちに話を聞いて、
I'm having trouble remembering who it might have been, but I feel like it was Cecilia. I don't think there's anyone else it could have been. This is the way that they were reminiscing over it. Bro, they just like me for real! They just say nothing. Bro, they just like me for real. But yeah, nah, I see Elise here, I just guess Manswitching also like me for real. They both, oh my god, they all like me for real. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. They all just like me.
なんだか不気味だわ。みんな心ここにあらずって感じでぼーっとしたり話を無視したりしてる。こんな夢もあるの？
Clearly you're not an introvert, Teresa.
ゼーレの様子を見に行きましょう。
Yes, we should see how Sila's doing.
そういう意味じゃなくて。
だったら離れなさい。関わらないで。
でもこのままだとあなたは。
あんたには関係ないでしょ。
Argue with Sila in my presence!
何があったの？この方が辛そうに見えたので何か手伝えないか聞いたんですけど。
あんたも仲間なの？私から離れて。
落ち着いてちょうだい。別にあなたを傷つけようとしてるわけじゃない。
離れてってば。
ああ、もう。
Oh, yo!
うるさいわね。気を使う必要なんてないでしょ。本当のことを教えればいいじゃない。
Beliona, let's go!
夢なんだって。
待って。
The agitated woman blinked without a shred of surprise. On the contrary, she seemed exhausted.
そういうことなのね。
ねえ、聞いてた？何もかもがあなたの夢で現実じゃないって言ったのよ。私たちは夢に閉じ込められたあなたを起こしに来たの。
どうして？
は？
あんたの話が事実だとしても、どうして目覚めなければいけないの？現実はすごく辛いのに、どうして夢を見る権利まで取り上げようとするの？
You see, there are depressed people. Look of despair on the woman's face was all too familiar to Teresa. Many years ago, she saw her own. Many years ago, she saw that same expression on her own face when she looked in the mirror.
なるほど。そういう夢なのね。大人になって世界は想像のように美しくないって気づいたとき、人は現実の無力さと不公平さを感じる。あらゆる方法を尽くしても現状を変えられないとき、彼らは無意識のうちに逃げることを選ぶ。考えることを諦めて心を麻痺させ自分の世界にこもるのよ。この夢が重苦しくて静かなのは、その主がこの先に希望があることを信じず終わりのない停滞に陥ったから。かつて望んでた美しいものが夢の中に存在していないのは、現実にいる彼らはもう夢を見ないから。だからこの夢はこれほど安定してるのね。現実に絶望した人にとってここは唯一帰ることができる場所なんだと思うわ。
Honestly, yeah, no, Honkai hits hard. I mean, I keep saying this, but like it just does. Like, it's making valid points along with telling a great story. That's what I really like about Honkai.
それって彼らを起こす方法なんてないってこと？だったら
物理的な手段で解決してみる？
Physical means, let's go, we use the wrench!
うん。それでも頑張ってみたいの。だって、かつての私も、こんな夢にとらわれてたから。あの頃の私は、生きる意味を理解できずにいた。人工生命である私は、他の集団に溶け込むことができず、ただ無関心のまま、生きてた。彼らと同じように、あの頃の私は夢を見ず、未来にも期待してなかった。でもそんな時、私は、さっき話した友人と出会ったの。彼女も幼い頃から暗い部屋で育ってきたから、外の世界のことは本でしか知ることができなかったけど、私と違って彼女は奇想天外な考え方をしてた。彼女は様々なプレゼントをくれた。彼女が育てた花や鳥たちのために作った巣を見せてくれた。深夜に私を外に連れ出してくれたこともあった。彼女曰く、自分を抑えてる人こそ心の中で美しいものを願ってる。だけど手に入らないからこそ、彼らは前に進む勇気を失ってしまうの。彼らが必要としてるのは一つのきっかけだけ。それは心を打つ物語だったり、綺麗な音楽だったり、きっかけがあればもう一度希望を持ち、生活の雨風に抗い、明日の虹を抱きしめられる。ただ窮地を打破する勇気と力があることに気づいてないだけなの。
I'm having a hard time telling if this is Cecilia or if this is another Teresa, or this is another Colin
みん
clone.
な自分の想像よりもずっと勇敢で思い通りにならない現実と向き合ってる。新たな可能性を作り出せるって彼女は言ってたわ。
No matter who it is, it's still really fucking sad to think about.
あんたばっかり話してるけどね。あんたは別に私を知ってるわけじゃないでしょ。
その通りよ。あなたを一番知ってるのはあなた自身だもの。
God, Teresa, you should really take a profession in like a fucking therapist.
自分の望み、夢、当時の気持ちをあなたは全部覚えてるはずよ。それはあなたの勇気の源、前進するための原動力、あなたの心そのものなの。ずっとここに残っててもあなたは満足することなく、ただ時間を無駄にするだけ。だったら自分の心にもう一度チャンスを与えるべきだと思わない？
She opened her mouth but failed to utter a single word. A tear rolled down her face, while reflecting the glow of the streetlights.
あんた。
さて、ゼイレ、そろそろ行きましょう。
え？もう終わり？彼女はまだ何も反応してないじゃない。
説教で誰かを変えることはできない。でも、今の話が彼女の心に衝撃を与えたことも事実。大人にとっては、そういった変化があるだけで十分なのよ。
ふん。そうかもしれないわね。
あの時、
What's Cecilia?
君を教えてくれてありがとう、セシリア。
No! God damn it. I know I'm gonna have to re-experience all of that when I'm editing the second Eruption manga. Oh. No, that's still fucking, it's like a truck though. Why? I miss you, Cecilia. The blinding lights. They don't even hurt anymore. My eyes already teared up. Alright, well, honestly, I think that is a good point to leave off the stream. I'll switch over to where Kevin is real quick, but that is honestly a good point to end off the stream. We've gone for about 3 hours now. We've covered not much of chapter 35 part 1, but we've gotten decently far, and honestly, yeah, no, well, yeah, no, that was enjoyable. And depressing at the same time. Thank you everyone for tuning into this stream. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And real quickly, let me just set this up so that I can record Star Rail directly next. I can record Honkai directly next time, if it's gonna let me even do that. Apparently, Honkai Impact just counts as Honkai Star Rail, even though there's 2 different games. Well, no matter what the case is, thank you all for watching the stream. I wish you all a wonderful day, and that is all from me. Bye. More depression.